live.
So truth
All right,
be
we live.
told,
We in the
what's up,
building.
everybody? When y'all chime in, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, follow the page.
You can definitely find us on Facebook at Truth Be Told. Just look for the Truth Be Told symbol.
Hey, what's up?
So we was talking about coffee dates. And the crucial part about starting off with the coffee date thing is we don't have females here to get their point of view, but that's fine.
Well, let's start with the mains.
The man
I
point of view.
mean, yeah, man. Yeah, a simple $23, little day, before you go to work or something like that. It solves. It breaks the ice, rather. You know.
I don't know if I've ever did a coffee date before.
Well, I just want to see. I just want to see if I did a coffee date. I mean, I'm looking for a female's character.
Yeah.
Maybe at Starbucks or something. How about that?
I
Okay,
ain't never did a
let
coffee
me
date.
see.
I don't like
Let me
coffee.
see.
Well, they
I
got
mean,
hot chocolate. They got
yeah,
hot chocolate and shit there though,
Yeah, they
they
got
got
snacks too, don't
refreshers.
they? Like little breads and cakes and stuff.
and
Yeah, they
breakfast.
got little refreshers and stuff like that.
I take that back. I think I did do like a coffee date uh when I was 20 something. I don't think it was termed a coffee date, and I don't think that that is what I was on. Like, but I think I met somebody at a Starbucks. I think I met somebody at a Starbucks to do a coffee date, or we just met up there. But I didn't drink coffee then. You know what I mean? So I think I just got like a hot chocolate, and we wasn't even in there that long. And but I do recall going in there once, meeting somebody, get a hot chocolate. It could have been a business deal too. I probably went in there to speak with like somebody when I was wholesaling houses. I don't really recall, but I do remember going in there, getting some hot chocolate and sitting down with somebody. Um, but ladies are saying just like the Cheesecake Factory and all of that. Nah, you gotta go. You gotta spend a couple hundred on her on the first date. You don't. It ain't no vetting. You don't vet her. I say I should be able to take you wherever you want, if you wherever I want to, if you're interested in me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter where I take you.
Shit, man.
right.
I
They're
think,
looking at how much money you spend.
yeah. And you can have a
Well,
pocket
there.
full of money, but you not like. And then I think it just depends on the type of girl, the woman that you're going on a date with. Like you already know if you really like somebody and you're trying to impress them, so you're gonna spend more money than normal because you already done waited in your head. Like some people you don't even take on a date, and then you know some people you might go all out for. I don't know, but I don't think coffee date is a bad idea. But I don't think Applebee's is a bad
Coffee,
idea either. So
coffee dates are wonderful ideas. Park dates. It's some feeding the ducks. Man, these are all great ideas. I don't know what you're thinking. I'm trying to peel your brain first. For one thing, I'm gonna hopefully try to grasp you when you are already personally established. Anyway, I ain't going for no young buck. There. No, you probably gonna be at least 3 years, 3 to 5 years younger or something like that. I ain't going. But
yeah.
I'm making sure your head's on. See, I turned into a different light, gentlemen. I met self-sufficient women. It's a new breed out there of women, diamonds in the roughs. I think
Yeah,
these people who take care of their damn self, but you got consequences with that. is they let their bullies. They're
I was
out to rank.
watching a meme where a chick she was mad because dude took her to the museum for their first date, and he was like, "You ain't spending no money on me. It's free." So I'm like, they really out here tripping. When you thinking out, I
Uh,
think you're thinking outside the box. Like me and somebody went to
yeah,
walk the canal on our first date. Like, and I don't even know if it was a date, but we walked the canal. However you pronounce that canal,
Canal.
we walked it. We wasn't holding hands, but we got a chance to chill. And I did know her previously. I did know her previously, but
well, they gave you a get out of jail free card. You did. Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna start off making sure the person's home fed. You know, the individual's fed. But I kind of do that just to see where your head's at. And for one thing, I'll be talking to you for a little bit before I even think about just trying to take step out with your ass. I don't even know you
Mhm.
that well. I want to indulge into you for about a verbal conversation for a month or so until I'm actually acquired to even think about taking you somewhere. And that's just our simple fact that it's 2024, man. Folks be getting robbed, being too aggressive, extracurricular stuff. Yeah, no, I'll be all right without a companion if need be. Sure.
So, what's the worst first date you ever been on? Where she might not fuck with me after this.
Oh, man. Had a couple of them, but
I haven't had one. A worst first date.
Do you go on dates?
hmm.
The first dates. I never really had a bad first date. Maybe a bad second, or I not even want to talk to the person no more second date. But I ain't had no bad first ones.
I mean, yeah, type scenario. Yeah. First impression pretty good with me too. But after so long, a little session here and there, I get too comfortable and had certain times where I was not there. So yeah, I'm not sure.
I think my worst experience, and it was my fault. I remember I had met this girl. I don't remember if it was on the chat line or what back in the day, but she
On the
was
chat
okay
line.
looking. She was all right. I went to go pick her up. She was over there, drinking and smoking with her cousin or her buddy, whoever that was there. And I went to take her to the movies. I think we actually went to the drive-in or something. Man, she was asleep within 10 minutes.
Wow.
She was asleep within 10 minutes. Like, but I really didn't have nothing on my mind but watching the movie though. I wasn't thinking about yeah, I might try to clap some cheeks or something. Uh but she was asleep quick, man, and I think that was possibly one of the worst for me. But it was my fault because we shouldn't have went to the movies. We should have went somewhere where we could talk, where we can chit chat or something. But you live and you learn.
Well, she was drunk. She was gone.
She
She
was gone.
wasn't going. She was not going to be no good to you. Yeah, no. It'd been best to just cuddle with her, cuddle with her to sleep to the next morning.
See, they didn't have Netflix and chill back then. And if they did, that's when you like they delivered the movies to you and you had to mail them back. So,
Yeah.
but I had an extensive
Oh,
amount of DVDs. Plus, back in the day, I used to burn them boys.
The red box.
It might have
The
been
red box,
Redbox around
red
then.
box DVDs.
I ain't for sure if Redbox was around at that point in time, but
Hmm.
yeah, I think that was it. I never had the horror story where somebody
Yeah,
just orders all the food on the menu that you can't afford.
trust me, I ain't even comfortable enough to give out my stories yet, man. I got some stories, man. You talking about stories,
Hmm.
man? All right, let me pick out one in my little crazy hole.
You
It
sure
was
you
just
want
one
to?
female.
Sure you want to talk about it?
Anyway, so it was just
Are you?
one
Hold on.
female.
Are you positively
Come on,
sure?
are you okay? Can you let me spill it out? Come on now.
Let's go.
It's a good way to just slide it out. You ain't take it quick.
Okay.
So is this female? She bad, bad. She's complaining on Facebook about somebody not. How should I say? Well, and she broke up with her dude, whatnot. So she cute. Let me raise my hand up. Raise my hand. Shit like that. So got to this chick and was aggressive with it, but not really. She was just kind of floating my alley because and my main objective is intercourse. So she just rolling with it. She just feeling the vibes. So she like, so we met. So we. This is when I wasn't working, but I got a lot of money. This is when I was out of Amazon, but I got a lot of money and from the stocks. And so I'm lightweight balling out of control, jobless and balling out of control. I just thought I worked at Amazon. Well, no big deal. Why I'm on so much. So so we kick it, and the first thing she get in the truck. First thing she asked for is some cigarettes and beer. Like not
Referring beer.
Yeah.
like this is morning time, man. I mean, we talking about 10, 11 a.m. And she asked for, not just any other, casual, Budweiser, nothing brandish. No, we talking about malt. We talking about like 2, 3 cans of malt liquor, and then she want a pack of cigarettes, a little Newports. So she comes from, I got 3 kids. Um, so she trucked the kids around. Now I'm just like, okay, all right, we gonna take my kids too. I ain't discriminate, whatever. Felt uncomfortable, but it is what it is. They went to the park. We just sat down, talked while she just sat down and drank. So she getting drunker, drunker, drunker. And basically she wanted to have a ball. So okay. I already knew where this was going to lead to. Her staying over my house with the kids. So that's where it led to. And I noticed something about her. She was asking for more beverages. Like every morning. Every morning she need a beer. Like as soon as she wake up, she's cracking open her little 211 or her natural ice. That's her favorite, and natural ice from Kroger. The
Ugh.
hot, the one in the hot 24 ounce, 25 ounces, the black and blue can. Being so, I mean, and I know she got a problem. Now I know she got a problem. It's been a couple weeks. So one day, she going through my phone. She just browsed. She being nosy. She drunk and nosy, trying to figure out if somebody doing some dirt. Now I'm just trying to get rid of her afterwards. She came over my house, insisted on me picking her up, taking her and her kids to my house. So you know what? Okay, um, okay, whichever. So I told her specifically, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to Father's Resource Pro little place, computer, whatnot. Get on the computer, So I come back home. It took me about 30 minutes to come back to the crib. Okay, this is when I know she had a problem. I go in there. She's nowhere to be found or kids. So I'm like, oh shit, where the hell she at? Called her phone off, dead as I don't know what. She got three kids too. So I'm like, she can't be too far around. So I'm like, fuck it. She gone, she gone. So she got my life. So I'm driving down the street. This is when I stayed off of Ruckle Street, if anybody know where off 30th and College. So I'm going down 30th Street. Okay, we in the hood. So tell me why I'm passing the Children's Museum and the Shell's gas station, the old Shell gas station over there, and they got that liquor store over there, right? The the people that I see, I look to my right, and I see three children on the corner of the liquor store. So turned around, did kind of a double take. I almost hit a car, so I had to cycle her back around. So she at this daggone liquor store. So three kids at this daggone liquor store. So she's scratching up change because I actually told her it was that day. I told her, nah, she can't be drinking over my house no more. Like, nah, you do too much. So she scratched up some change within my house and politely went over to the liquor store and tried to get her a beer while an old man, one of them thirsty old mans right behind her knowing daggone well something going on. So go to the liquor store, see the kids, put their three kids in my car, see her, some old man in her face, trying to holler, and she asked for change. She flirted to get change or whatnot. Her drunk ass. Went back to my house. Man, I dropped her off and never called her again. Like, she gave me some.
And that was your first date?
No, no, this was an experience. My first dates are always winners.
So how long did that experience last?
Roughly about a month and a half, maybe. Oh my gosh, it was a dangerous. That was a dangerous.
That's a wild story.
Uh, man,
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've had any. Oh yeah, yeah. And I hope she ain't watching this live, cause I sent it to everybody on my Facebook friends list to who I'm friends with to like the page on our Facebook. So it's a lot of people
uh,
from high school and stuff. But right, one time back, it was about 2007, 2006, maybe 6, 7, 8, one of them years. Because I was staying in Copper Tree, and we all are familiar with them Copper Tree days, right?
Of course.
uh-huh.
Of course. Them was the
So I had
days.
my ass fucked around, and I had got on the chat line. We be
Ah,
talking about the chat line a lot. That's mud. I messed around and
yeah.
had got on the chat line just to see what was up. And I had ran across somebody, and I don't remember. I didn't know who she was really. She was like, "Yeah, I went to that same high school that you went to," and like I did not know who she was. You know what I mean? But I just know she was saying something about she had lost a lot of weight since high school days, and so I probably wouldn't remember who she was or something. And I don't think I act like I knew who she was because I ain't into that. If I don't know who you are, I don't know who you are. So, so I remember it was a late night, man. It was probably like 11, 12, or something. And I was waiting to see who the fuck was about to pull up to the crib. And man, it was this girl. She was definitely, I don't know how much weight she said she lost since high school, but she was still a big old sister. Big old sister, man. And I was like, oh man. Like, and for me, like in that moment, I was like, I am locked in. I could have been rude or mean, was like, nah, I gotta go to sleep. I ain't never did that though. You know what I mean? I was like, at least my plan was I'll watch a movie with her and then she gotta go home. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was the bootleg man. Not that I sold the DVDs, but I definitely downloaded my fair share of movies. And I had put on
Right.
a movie, and it was a movie I had clearly already seen before. So I was like not interested in the whole experience. Tell me why she went to sleep too. Right. And
Oh,
not only did she go to sleep, man, she was snoring like a motherfucker, man. And I was sitting there shitty in a bitch. Like,
oh my
hey,
God.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I could call somebody else over here. I was about to say a name. I was like, I could call somebody else over here, man, instead of dealing with this. And I was shitty, like, what if a motherfucker pulled up on me and then I got this motherfucker right over here, sleep snoring like a motherfucker, man. So when
Oh
the movie
man.
went off, I definitely shook the shit out of her ass. Like, you gonna wake up, bitch. It was like, you gonna wake up. And after a few moments of struggle, she woke up and I was like, yep, I gotta go to work in the morning. So the movie's over. I enjoyed spending time with you, but da 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 da, it's over.
Sounds close.
It is over. Funny thing is though, I've seen her over the years, uh, through other people. Um, who y'all know. I can't name call. But I've seen her over the years through other people, and I see her here and there. Nowadays, she has definitely lost the weight. Nowadays,
Mm.
she has lost the weight. Not a whole bunch, but she lost way more than she said that she lost when she came over my crib that day. Uh, but I say that in those times, I don't never ever really be planning on crashing them or having sex with people. Like when I met them on the chat lines and stuff, I really was just genuinely interested in kicking it. Now, if sex did come about that, then hey, I ain't scared. I ain't running. You know what I'm saying? I probably only ran like once or twice from somebody. Like, nah,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
right.
be able to do it.
Boy, those times, and you usually run when they too aggressive. It's like something's up with you. Oh, man, don't the ones that just say, I want you tonight, right now.
Man, I had
Yeah, come here.
somebody. She was bad, and I regret it. I still think about it, man, and I be regretting it. She was bad when I first met her. She was bad, man. She was like, it was somebody in my family. It was a funeral, and I met her after the funeral, and like she had jumped in my cousin's car for something, and she was like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" I was like, "Cause you are fine as fuck," and I was like, "Woo woo woo." Needless to say that for the rest of that night, we was woo woo woo. Now, she did in our conversation. She told me that she used to be a stripper, and that is almost where the line was drawn at. For me, But I did like her though. She had everything: booty. She had
Mm.
upwork. You know what I mean? And she had an identical twin, and then her identical twin popped up. And y'all know, I'm like, why? What's up with me and these twins, man? I've always ended up dating a twin. But so a situation had happened in her life, and she got in a car accident and kind of like scratched her face or whatever. Then it kinda, she like really got she got messed up, and I felt like we were still in contact around the time when she even got into the car accident. Like it was all within the span of probably 2 months or something. And like she was going out somewhere with somebody, and I don't know if she was drunk or what happened. She fell asleep. I don't remember what happened, but I had went over to her house
Yeah.
for the first time. So this is our first time like really chilling, and like she was about that life. Let me just say that. And I'm like, I'm sitting there. She was like, "Don't leave," because I'm like, I gotta go to work in the morning. Now I had my pistol on me, and I could have stayed the night. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking to myself like, I'm on the east side, nigga, far east, and I know that she already got people. Like a pretty girl like her, you know what I mean? Type, you know what I mean? Hood
Ooh.
girl. I'm gonna say I don't know how to like classify it, but I'm like, I know she got guys. You know what I mean? And I would hate to be over here sleep after what happened to my cousin, you know what I mean? And somebody pop up over here and I'm sleep and I get fucked up in my sleep, you know what I mean? But since she had also went through that traumatic incident with the car accident, I know that her self confidence level was at a low vibration. You know what I mean? Uh,
Hmm.
and I didn't want her to feel, and this is the second time I've done that kind of shit where I think back on it like I fucked up maybe. But I didn't want her to think that I was trying to take advantage of her low moment in life. You know what I mean? But hey, when I say she was ready and we could have went at go, man. But I was like, and I even like played just to see how far she would go. I was like, well, here, let me. I tried to pull her pants down. She bent over. I was like, oh no. I said, Andre, get the fuck up out of here, bro. I said, you got to go home.
So you telling me wow, you well, I had some shares like that before, but it's usually when somebody is actually with somebody, or like or if I'm with somebody, you know.
Yeah, I was totally
Uh,
single. I was single. I
oh
think
my
I
God.
was kind of single,
He said,
but
"Oh my
I was single. But it was just
You,
I don't know, man. I was thinking about the stripper thing. I
yeah, the
think I'm pretty
conscious.
sure I had the
Yeah,
condom. I think I had a condom in my wallet. I think,
yeah.
but I was also aware that if we was to have sex, it probably was not gonna be protected. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I think I need to go the fuck home, man. You know,
Yeah, it was one of them. It was that thick, that
and
swelled up.
we never hung out again after that.
Oh wow.
Like, and we
Damn.
never
Why?
like really
Why?
we were never really
Who?
like talked again like after that. And I think
It
she
had to
thought
be
I was
because of you.
scared. I think she thought I was scared or something, like scared of pussy. You know how they used to say that shit. That nigga scared of
What?
pussy. I wasn't scared.
Yep, I know, right?
I was
It's
not
you,
scared. It was just that
and they,
I was thinking of the possibilities.
yeah.
And I normally don't go to people's house. You know what I mean? Like I ain't never been one to go to people's house. Because if somebody pull up, where you gonna go? I had a motherfucker tell me one time. She's dead. She's gone now. But I went over her house and she was like, "Hey, can you grab me a pack of cigarettes?" And you know, I didn't trip about buying people cigarettes back then. So I was like, "Yeah, I got a pack," but I was only giving them to her like two at a time while I was over there. And then we went on her patio. Now and we off for like 34th and George. What is that? 34th and 34th Street, in between Georgetown and High School Road. There's some apartments that's right there. Or 30th Street. I don't know. I think it's 30th. It's 30th Street. And she was on the second floor. And a motherfucker pulled up and like somebody started banging, knocking on the door and shit. I started feeling instantly like, okay, so she already had somebody coming over, but they was taking too long and bullshitting. So she called me like a plan B or
Mm.
something. So I went to the liquor store, got the little drink or whatever I got, and then got the cigarettes for her. And somebody started knocking. She looked at me, I looked at her, and they kept knocking. Then she looked over the balcony and was like, "You gotta jump." Said, "Shit." I
A
said,
bullshit.
"Shit."
A
I said,
bullshit.
I said, your ass just caught. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I said I ain't hiding in no closet and I ain't jumping off of no motherfucking balcony.
Yeah, nah.
And by that time, the person who was knocking stopped knocking and he had walked around the building to the back of her apartment and looked up and saw me and her talking on the on the balcony. You know what I mean? And he didn't say nothing. He had a thing of liquor in his arm. Probably had some cigarettes too. But he had the black bag, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave. I gave her a couple of the cigarettes though. I probably shouldn't have gave her shit, but we was no strings attached. Like she wasn't my girl or nothing. Like we used to mess around and had messed around before. And I just thought this was the next episode. But I was like, okay,
Mm,
well, while this nigga is in the back, because I wasn't jumping, and he already done seen us up here. So while the nigga is in the back behind the apartment, I'm gonna go ahead and go out the front door. Fuck it. So, on my way out the front door, here come this nigga up the steps with the liquor and all of that. It was no beef. And my ass, man, I always start shit. I ain't got no business or doing shit that I ain't got no business. But I was like, yeah, she in there, bro. That nigga said, what? I said, she in there. I continued down the steps and he went on in there. I don't know what happened to her that night or, if they argued or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I was solidified at that moment. This is why I don't go to people's house. I'd rather have somebody come to
oh,
my house or we go to the hotel. But me
I
going to
had
a lady house, hell
yeah,
no.
I had a few. I had a couple experiences of sort. I had some rough experiences when I was younger, going to women's houses. It was this one. It was fresh out for work. I mean, and I was actually a vagabond. A vagabond meaning this is a person who had a bag. I had a bag and a job, and I was going to my cousin's house, staying the night. I was popping over females' houses. I was a Rolling Stone. I was a Rolling Stone rapper. So anyway, I met this chick at my job. So I used to work at this job where I was a banquet captain. So I was in charge of these people, and this one little nice little big female. Now chocolate, very she was beautiful. So went to hooked up with her like later on that whole day basically. I ain't have no car either, so I'm taking a bus. So it was she was good to go. She was like, whatever you want, we can do that. So I hopped in with her. She drove me. She wanted some. You can tell she just wanted to have sex. I wasn't nobody but just a sex tool. Um, we went to her friend's house. So her friend, we're in Village Square. the old Village Square, or around that. Yeah, it's the old Village Square. So I haven't been there in a minute, so it's like cool, whatever. We had the upstairs, in the upstairs spot. So I go in there. I'm just hanging out with her and her lady friends, her girlfriend. So so she wanted me to stay the night. So I'm like, cool. I got some rubbers on me, so good. So her friend on the other side of me, we're in the living room. Her other friends in the bedroom, whoever's in charge of the household stayed. So I suppose the female in the bedroom had a dude, had a boyfriend, or whoever that she didn't want over that day. So come to find out, I was a backup plan for whatever she didn't want. So she needed a nigga anyway over there.
Hmm.
So I was the nigga. So I'm banging her
Hmm.
while her other friends on the couch. We're on this little cushion over here. And next thing you know, it's about one. I'm in the middle of sex. So it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Boo, 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 boo. Done. Little thump on the door. So now I ain't stopping. I kind of paused a little bit and shit, like anyway, she don't want him in, so he shouldn't even be here. So that's what she told. So whatever. Anyway, so he just banging on the door just late at night. You like, I know motherfuckers in here. Yeah, of course, because she used to always have her friends over, evidently. Yeah, and I was one of the extras. So I continued on. I'm like, okay, cool. Uh, so he was literally knocking on the door for about an hour. Like it was like he was about 3:30 when somebody finally answered this nigga in and allowed this nigga in.
Hmm.
Right. So that nigga walk in, you know, everybody does what they do. Size. He was a nigga. He was hood. He was a little hood, darker complected, lightweight, sizing me up. I'm taller anyway, so he's kind of just sizing me up. He didn't want to act out extracurricular. You can tell that he was approaching with caution. He didn't think he could run me, rather. So, so, and he's pacing around in this damn living room, and she's telling this nigga she want him out. She going back into the bedroom, and I'm like, shit. And he looked at me, paused. He paused he paused arguing with her, looked at me, and was like, and why did you help me out? And I'm like, nigga, I'm with her. I don't know you. I'm like, man, what do you expect me to do? This ain't even my crib. I ain't even supposed to be here. Yeah, I feel that. So he left it alone. So he kept on arguing with her and shit like that. Now he did some type of shit to where they in the bedroom. He's mumbling or talking or whatever. Now she comes out the bedroom and she like, everybody go. So now we leave. Now everybody got to leave. I don't know what the heck happened. I'm like, cool, whatever. So I went to her tour, next apartment building, which is another her brother's, I believe. And so to fast forward that, I went to another lady's house after about a few days, and because she went MIA on me, so and bounced around to another girl's house and, for a little bit, and then I bounced around to another female's house for a little bit. Yeah,
Okay,
yep,
pivot.
yep. I was a Rolling Stone then, man. I was just looking for a home. I wasn't nothing. I wasn't nobody. I was really wasn't nobody. And the thing about it is, what females don't realize is that's all they go for. Women are so attracted to nothing, guys. It's weird. Like the certain things just interest them, or specific features. And truth be told, when they start dating that feature, come to find out, it was just a man tool, and it was a nothing. It was a pointless scenario that they do. Like features, Jordans. Nah, these niggas wear that, who really kind of struggling with no lack of change. But I mean, I ain't saying all that, and I'm getting off subject. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be back. My mind's preoccupied.
Yeah, so you're saying that females love the features like Jordans and clothes and name brand stuff.
Or hell, or just an eyebrow, a
So
pretty
it's
smile, teeth. You know, ain't no, you know, like when I was younger. I mean, I went from I went I s- I dived into features. Big booty, big breasts. Flat stomach. You know, I mean, we used to go for all these specific features, and then we always got them, and come to find out it's not what we actually want. But some certain
yes,
parts of that is
yeah,
what we actually want. Just to wake up to next to somebody in the morning, be like, yeah, this is what I got.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but now and now, man, you peel that brain, you can find a lot more to people than meets the eye.
Of course, of
Uh,
course.
So I say we
See
lost
some.
Carlton, huh?
a little bit.
I lost him a while back.
What are you doing?
That was on the. I think it was the last subject that he left out.
So Doug, what's your story, man?
I ain't got one at the moment. I can't even think of one right now.
You telling me? All right, you telling me you like a girl, female? I mean, just anybody. Somebody ain't gave you no play. You know, don't cold shots. Don't almost. Man, I had them almost. Yeah,
Man,
man.
come
I,
on now. I'm
I
Doug.
got.
I plenty of females that didn't want to give me no shot because they always wanted the taller or the basketball players or the football players or something else. It was plenty of times back in high school or even younger grown years.
Mm-hmm.
Guys wanted the baller, the drug dealer, the one with the money, the one with the nice car. They didn't want the one with
It,
the brain.
they go for the ones who are more for sure in themselves. They go for confidence. They go for all. They go. They go for, yeah. I mean, and of course they end up with mass majority of them getting cheaters in general. But I mean, it's the for sureness within yourself that can get you anybody, um, that you put your mind to, like literally. Like
I, I
I
I don't know if I agree with that. I think that yes, if you got your shit together, you definitely can. possibly pull some of the women that you want. But sometimes it ain't like how it used to be. I think standards and then the what is it called, the woman code or whatever, like they have come together like the Avengers, and they have all decided on what a good dude is for them and what is considered a bum or a scrub. And I will say that although there are those people who, like, I've dealt with situations where I knew I didn't have a chance with somebody, and I'm not even gonna try to talk to her if I don't think that I would even have a chance. You know what I mean? Um, she ain't smiled at me. She ain't looking my way. Like, I'm not about to try to. You can't convince somebody to talk to you at that point. But although there are those ones who only want the dope dealers, the scammers, the tall dudes, or any of that other stuff, there are still some people who don't have their standards that high. Now, here's the thing with that though. The caveat is you also got to know that a lot of them might not stay forever. It be your turn, y'all experience, and then soon as that new person come along who gives them that thrill or whatever it is, they gonna start ghosting you and or Dipset. I think I deal with more ghosting than anybody like being straight up with me and saying, hey, this is over and we had fun. I like you, but I found somebody else. Like I don't think nobody has ever came to me like that. Just thinking about it. Like maybe back in the day I was dating this girl named Kia and I was like 18, probably 17, 18, 19 years old then. And she was like, I was just feeling a certain kind of way. I was over my friend at the time, Jerry's house. And I was just feeling a certain kind of way about, we had pagers and things back then, right? So I was just feeling a certain kind of way. And I'm like, why the fuck is she on my mind like this? Like, what is going on? And so then I received a text message. I mean, a beep, and I called her back, or a page, and I called her back, and she's like, "Well, I just want you to know that I found somebody else, and uh, it was something like she found somebody else, or she got a new boyfriend, and that we would be breaking up." Uh, and I said, "Man, I've been feeling something was off all day long." We didn't become enemies or
Oh,
anything. She
oh,
also was one of them stories where I'm like, something had happened and we ended up together, and it just, I was thinking about like, dang, she uh she got beat up, and I done had her meet me downtown. We almost missed the last bus heading to the east side, uh to go to my buddy Keandre house. And I didn't try nothing. I didn't bust no moves because I was like, okay, she ain't in. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if other guys would have tried, but I'm like, she done bruises on her face, nose still bleeding, and she was like, why you didn't try nothing last night? I'm like, shit, I didn't think you was in the mood for that. But I know went off topic though. But I think getting back
well,
to the real topic, I do think that there are some times when it's your turn. With particular people, you're not going to get everybody that you like and desire. Uh, but there are more than enough people out there who would be more than willing to date or deal with you, even if it's temporarily, one night, 2 months, 6 months, even if they got somebody on the side. Like I do, I just do believe that there are people out there, even though they might want a six-figure nigga by the name of Jigga, they might want that. But some people, they might like you about something about you that they might like, and it's just All you can do is keep that show going as long as you can. And you got to know that when it's over, though, it's over. And you got to be willing to let that motherfucker go. 'Cause that's how I feel about that.
Uh, I mean, everything I shot for, I noticed I tend to have got like uh, past histories, certain crushes. If I just, as soon as I fold my mind up, but what you said is, yeah, accurate. Like it's not gonna be how you want it. I mean, it never is because sometimes it's possibly not the person that you should have been wanting in the first daggone place.
Yeah, in the first
And
place.
you're right, especially if they ain't want. They ain't. I mean, you chase the person so hard to where they like, all right, yeah, let me give you a shot, give you a sec. And then all of a sudden we cool satisfied, but now and now we want more out of that, and they not capable because they really ain't even love you enough to even give you that. Well, at least I gave you some sex.
And it be like that. Hey, and it be like that. And I be feeling like at least we was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? We got it
Yeah.
in. I wanted more, but at least she gave me that.
Now I must
You know?
say, when I was younger, I did. Yeah, that's the last thing I should have been doing. Was being a gentleman. You know, I missed out on some. I missed right out some great
Man,
times.
I know
Whoa,
exactly what you mean. I've been like that all my life.
yeah,
I've been treated
yeah.
crazy being a gentleman and being a good guy. And
Now,
then
well,
crazy.
um, I mean, like I was mother raised though. That's the thing
I was
about it.
too.
You know.
I was too.
Okay, well, there we go. That's what happened. See,
Exactly.
see, we're molded to do, that we're molded to be mother's boys. So what happens is, we're structured in a pattern on how a woman wants a man, or older woman at that. Hold
Hmm.
on, older woman wants their man to treat them. So as when we was younger, we learned how to treat older women. That's why older women wanted it. I was catching older women more or less, you know. But and then when I get to the younger women, I start trying to be this gentleman like type of scenario. The thing about it is they was our younger women that are already shy. They want to be, yeah, in a submissive position, and but we can. My parents are gone and be back in 3 hours, but you can do this and okay, do it all, whatever. I mean, they wanted that. They wanted that weird stuff. I mean, that's why older men go for younger women because they're moldable. They're easy legs. In and out missions. I could mold you like putty. That's why Marcus Houston goes for that little young, little
Younger
tenderoni.
boy. Yeah, she
Yeah,
like
man,
10 years
that's
younger
an
than him.
easy. Yeah, man, 10 years. No, we talking about about 20, 22. Old enough. Oh, basically my daughter's age. My daughter's what, 23?
I know that girl young, but I ain't. She was that much younger than him.
Bruh, yeah, yeah, it's a baby in knowledge.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, only thing he's using her for is to feed his
Her youth.
man too, because other older women want to use sex as a weaponized punishment when they don't get what they need. You know, younger women still, oh, I'm mad at you, but yeah, you're taking care of me. you know, it's like a ordered mannequin doll. that sits around and does nothing, does not teach you nothing, does not enlighten you, cannot educate you, can tell you nothing new because you already know everything compared to her baby ass. Can I go on and on? I'm like, you just lay down, girl, and do what I fought you for. You know, let me stick my PT back in you and go on in your room and be quiet and like you're the reason I chose you younger women is because shut the fuck up when I say shut the fuck up. And older women, they don't even try to create a medium balance with the logical sense sometimes. They just get all this emotional shit. But you can just mold a shut the fuck up woman, fresh out off of 17. Oh, your birthday tomorrow? All right, I'm gonna mold your ass real quick. Shut up. No, I'm yo what I want. I'm gonna do with this and do that. I mean, man, hell, being a pimp is an easy lick. That's what pimp. I mean, not all women. Not all women. I must
Huh?
say, not all women. But
Yeah. With that being said, though, yeah, I asked me earlier about a story or whatever. Something I just thought about though. It ain't. I wasn't grown at the time. Whatever. I still a kid though. I was just getting out of the hospital, recovering and everything. Probably middle school year. I think it's like my 8th grade year. So 7th grade year, I
Ugh.
was fine. Huh? We say, oh, well, 7th grade year, everything was cool, whatever. I had this little couple little young girls that liked me that was in 6th grade or whatever. They was crushing on me and a couple of my homeboys and buddies, whatever. But I wasn't trying to give them the time of the day. So come summer after 7th grade year, I ended up getting sick, cancer. End up getting going through surgery and everything. So I come back like probably in the mid time of 8th grade year, and all of a sudden people just pop up telling stories. Oh, we miss you. We're glad you're back and everything. That was all in good, said and done. So I started trying to talk to this one girl. She was in 6th grade at the time. Mind you, this a year later. So she's in 7th grade. I'm in 8th grade. And I thought she was cute back when I was in 7th and she was in 6 or whatever. So I was trying to holler at her back in like in 8th grade when I came back to school and everything. So we ended up talking. I got her number and everything. Who it is? So we started like childhood dating and type stuff or whatever. And one of my best friends, I ain't gonna mention his name at the time, whatever. Uh, we had a little group going on, whatever. He told my cousin that old girl said this about Dougie or whatever. That's what they call me. Who it is, but they act like they didn't want to tell me what she said or whatever. But I ended up finding out what she said. This little girl, she said she only dated me at that time. Mind you, we kids though, but we still knew things. But she said she only dated me because she felt sorry for me because of what I went through with
mm,
her. But I'm thinking like just last year, you was down there trying to kiss my feet and begging me to go out with you before I got sick. But now that I'm recovering from a sickness from cancer or whatever illness and everything, you want to say you only with me because you feel sorry for me? It's like wow. Now I'm a cancer survivor, and
nah,
you go there and say that shit, but
nah,
that was
oh,
20
yeah,
years ago. It's crazy.
yeah. Don't look too deep into them. That at that age bracket, around that age, because we was all we was
Yeah, we were
all
young adolescent, but still at the same
like
time, it was kind of some hateful type shit though. Like, oh, I feel sorry for you. So the last year you was kissing my damn feet.
that. Not. I wouldn't even call it hateful. It was yeah yeah
Childhood,
yeah
adolescent type stuff. Yeah.
yeah. There you go. And
But it was a
yeah,
good
when
story.
we was younger, man,
Time.
like when we was younger, I had people who had crushes on, and I didn't like them because of a mole on their chin or and be beautiful. And be beautiful. Bad. And all of a sudden I'm mad because of a mole on her chin. I got out of there around my
Funny as
30s.
hell.
Man, I dated a woman with a beard, like like a beard.
Mm.
Yeah, I got out of it. Beautiful too. She was beautiful. I mean, wasn't ugly. Nothing. Height. Yeah, yeah, man. She a little chocolate. She worked she worked with us, Andre. That was back in the day before they fired me. They let me go.
What was her
Is it
name, man? I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
It was the name of a car, a vehicle, a high class vehicle with the A in the front. And
Yeah.
what I mean, you talking about? I ain't care what nobody thought, and I used to ask people about her, and it was weird to me because I didn't see it. It was like nah, I wouldn't. No, I would. Man, it was like so many people talking about nah, they wouldn't. But I was like, man, please, like you gotta be kidding me. You tell anyway. Let me raise my hand. So, I approached her, man. That was a bad first date experience. I mean, everything happened the next night, but I, oh my gosh, yeah, that was a fun lady. Like regardless of the situation, she already knew where her downgrades was, right? So she used her other assets to open up her sex appeal, which made it even more kind of sexy. She was a supermodel. I mean, really, if she had it with whatever she had going on, that little I forgot what it's called. Hey man, somebody been picking her tall butt up. But man, yeah, man, she was mad at me, man. But I was mad at her. But I ain't had no reason to be mad at her because I knew some stuff about her. But it was from somebody who told me some stuff, and yeah, and I found out some stuff, and she used her cousin to try to convince me that she wasn't on this scenario, and I'm like, nah, please. Uh, so she came over my house while I was watching my kids try to attack me in the bathroom, through and I wasn't letting up. And then she threw a beer bottle at my house. We walked and drove off.
wow.
Hit her back a month later. Was like, hey, what's up? This and that, this, that. She like, nothing, chill. I'm trying to rekindle something because I'm on drought. So let me knock on her. Let me give her a ring up. And so she played it smooth. Is she played it so smooth. She oh well, it was some revenge stuff. So I come over. I used to come over her house, right? So it happened 3 times. No, actually, it didn't happen the third time. I was mad. I was mad after the second time. So the first time I tried to come over. Actually, I did. She was like, "Yeah, you can come over, bring some drinks. Can you bring me that tequila I like? Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, yep. I'm trying to rekindle something. So I knock on this door. I knock on the door and she steps in. I mean, it was like one of it was like a scene from the movie Boomerang or something. It was weird because she just opened the door and just lingerie. She opened the door with this lingerie and silhouette in the background. She's chocolate, right? And then she had on this little, I think it was a little bright lingerie look type thing. I always love her little lingerie when she had her crib. Oh my god! So put in the lingerie, and then she stepped in the crib and she's like, "Come on in." So she just got this lingerie on for me, just yeah, I mean, deliberately turning me on. This is deliberate. Now, let me suppress this. So it was deliberate. She got her drink, and we play. So we playing. If I'm not mistaken, we're playing dominoes. We're like, fuck it. All right. So I'm trying to get some nookie or get a little play, a little kiss. She's like, nah. She put me on pause. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna respect that because technically I have no uh, authentic reason to get rid of her like I did. Okay, was not fine authentication. So anyway, so she drinking up the drinks and shit like that, and right, and it was, and she's a drinker. She that tequila stuff. I don't drink a beer and I'm cool. So she drunk that daggone tequila, and that last sip was about to go. She was like, "Well, all right, my friend's about to come over. You're gonna have to go."
Wow.
Oh, right. Because I was kind of like, I think, yeah, yeah. She made me leave. She made me leave, and right, and she called me up again off a humbug mission, and it was one of those scenarios to where I wasn't doing anything anyway. Called me up again, did the same thing over again. Like, and the second time, I'm up for trying to lay the law down a little bit because I'm like, hey, this what's up here, you know. You strutting around your whoopty whoop, your lingerie, you enticing me, you trying to make me all hard and sending me on home and telling me you got some another motherfucker on the way to give you some. Man, she like, what you talking about? I dress, like I dress like this all the time when I'm around the house. That's not what she did, you know. I mean, she always has some type of sexy something on. I mean, which she did, and and man, so I'm like, I'm trying again. So come back over with some drinks. So we're in the room. We sit down on the bed. We drink, and about 30 minutes later, she told me I gotta go. I said, okay. I didn't say nothing that time. I just
Mm,
left well enough alone. Went on by my merry way,
mm.
and she sent me a message again. It was on my Easter. It was like, yeah, happy Easter. I was like, you know what? I sent her a nice little message, like, look, happy Easter. Look, I don't even think we should be even acquainted. And the last couple of days, the last
Hey, that's
time I
all
come back,
bad, bro.
that was horrible, man. I mean, it was fun when I had it. Let's scratch all that. It was fun when I had it.
That's all bad. She probably wouldn't even been able to say shit else to me though. If I came over
Basically,
there, she answered the door in lingerie, and
yeah,
then she was like, "All right, you gotta go."
yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah.
you said that you brought the liquor over there?
Yes, yeah, man. No, this is
She
my
was.
normal routine. I tried to go back to the normal routine, like ain't nothing happened a month ago. That
Oh yeah, but y'all have had sex before.
yeah. Oh man, oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
So she
yeah.
was just
Trying to get
fucking
it
with you
in, but
then.
she wanted that drink.
Huh? She
He was
was
telling
mad.
you
She was getting.
he
She
wanted
was
to
man. She was well. Nah,
See,
she was getting me back. She was getting me back like tenfold. She was so mad at me. Well deserved mad too. I must say it was well deserved. I mean, I ain't gonna say it wasn't. Like I kind of dipped out on her for like really over something a whole female said, a whole ex female, and a whole psychic. That's another story.
Hmm.
That's a whole nother story.
I thought this story was about to get real good, but it was like womp womp. I'd have cussed her. I
Well,
probably
wait,
wouldn't have cussed her out, but she probably would not have ever seen me again.
bro, she hasn't. She hasn't never seen me again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. No. I sent her a nice little message, told her, don't I don't want you I don't want to call you or delete your number. I don't want you to acquaint with me. I think I already deleted her number anyway because she did that to me. You got me big. And and then she said, "Hey, this is," and I asked who this was. And it's like, it's Alexis. I'm like, yeah, oh, hi, Alexis. But you not call? Can you do me a favor and not call me no more? No, I don't want to acquaint with people like that. You're not even a benefit. You're not even a friendly benefit. At least we being a damn friend. I was at
Hmm.
least trying to be cool with her ass afterward. Hell,
Have you ever had somebody like that was cool, but have you ever had somebody come to your house in like a trench coat or with nothing under it or anything like that?
yeah.
I think I've had that treatment one time. I was back in the copper tree days.
I know what you're talking about. I
Do
heard
tell.
exactly what
Motherfucker,
you're
Do
talking
tell.
about.
motherfucker knocked on the door. Boop boop boop. Like it wasn't no pop up because I don't do pop ups or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a little later than I would have was expecting. I don't know. But boop boop boop. I opened up the little patio door, slid open. Motherfucker did. You know how people who flash people and they open up their trench coat and run off. Motherfucker opened the trench coat like bow. I was like, oh, it's going down. It's going down.
Down tonight. Tonight it goes down.
Right, right.
I ain't gonna lie, I like stuff like that, like spontaneous shit that you only see in the movies. And I don't know if it's me that I don't request that kind of stuff from people, but like it's just I see some of the stuff that other brother, and maybe it's just the women who I've dated, but they just don't do that kind of stuff like anymore these days. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's something that you have to request because it's like if you done something with somebody else before, you know what I'm saying? Don't just let's just not be on two positions and woo woo. Let's go outside and fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let's in the backyard. Shit, fuck it. Lay the cover out. If the neighbors catch us, they catch us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I've done like I'll be spontaneous with certain kind of things, and I know that there are movies or like even groups or YouTube channels that discuss spicing things up. But I think it does take two people to want to spice things up in a
Oh,
relationship.
yeah, yeah. But I don't want to be one. Yeah, you
So
know.
how would you spice it up if somebody told you, hey, and you can answer this at your own risk, you know what I'm saying? But if they said, "Hey, I want to spice things up," like what else can we do? Like, what would be your go to? So, what has been your
Ooh,
go to? Like, you just can't doggy style missionary and get rogue. Like, motherfuckers, I've learned they kind of get tired of the same old shit. So then when that new nigga come and drop some real dick, then it's like
I want
might be a
some.
rap for you. And that's vice
Uh,
versa. Like if a girl come through and give you that hot two and that motherfucking wop, you know, it might be a rap for motherfuckers. I've been in situations where a relationship was already over, on the verge of being over, and then somebody came with what I was needing, and yeah, it was a wrap. Even though the new situation didn't last forever, it wasn't something that this person became my wife, but it was just like, yeah, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? I needed that. So anyway, back to the question, like what's your go to? What would you do if a woman was like, hey, let's spice it up? Would you wait for her to take lead on how to spice it up? Would you research? Do you already have tricks in your bag?
oh, man, I've been in a relationship, so like, if I'm spicing something up, it's just gonna be more up her alleyway. Like, more, let's we're going or I gotta go out of town. I gotta travel with her. So
To spice it up in the bedroom?
I was, man, I, I mean, man, I, I mean,
You ain't got
it can
Doug.
go
What
from.
Doug? What would you do? What would be your go to?
Uh, I got an ex that used to sell toys. So, and you know this person, but I ain't saying no names, nothing. And I learned a lot from her a long time ago when things that I learned when I was around her or whatever. Uh, I would do things that I learned from her to spice it up with the new person or whatever. Because I know the person I'm with or whatever never experienced the things that I have learned from
So
the
why don't they already experience it if you already know what to do?
because when I do it, it amazes them.
But
So
I'm saying, like, why isn't that already a part of your arsenal?
he said, "Why isn't it already a part of my arsenal?"
Why isn't it? Why is it not already a part of your arsenal?
It kind of is when I meet new when I'm with a new person. I normally like I said, that person sold toys and stuff or whatever, and she did like interviews and parties and how to use the toys for women and everything. So
Man, so tell me, did you participate in any of these festivities, such as
no,
parties?
no,
Oh, you
I
gotta be kidding.
ain't never done
That
a
is
party. And she didn't
so.
have parties when we was together, whatever. But she told me she showed me a lot of different little specific toys that I didn't even know they had, like
I
How do
toys.
always
these
thought
parties
that girls,
like
when they have them toy parties, they was using the toys on each other and that motherfucker. That's how I
that's what
always thought toy parties.
yeah, I can lean it towards that. I can lean it towards
I
that
always
scenario.
thought that. Like, why y'all don't want
But
niggas there?
I never went to a toy party.
hey, gentlemen, my sex life is stale, far few and in between, bullshit sometimes. Mine's is like mine's is really blah. Like it's like it's not like it used to be no more. Shit, it's bad. Sex life is bad.
Yeah, it's all bad.
Hopefully she see that motherfucker.
I don't think
Hopefully
none
she
of us
see
is
this.
running into the escapades that we used to. Uh,
No, I ain't even talking about that. I mean, just sometimes. No, I get you off punishment sex. Yeah, like I said, I guess a weird man. my relationship is weird right this moment. Cause she be doing weird stuff. That's why we're going to therapy now.
For me, man, that relationship will have an expiration date. Like, I might not know when it is,
Put me in the
but trust
psychic,
me.
man. I need something you should be putting out there, man, in the universe.
Yeah. But I think if it was me though, and I had to spice things up, like I always, you ever seen them panties that got the remote to it,
Yeah,
and they got the little vibrator thing? Like I always wanted to do that.
it's the stimulation.
Yeah, I always
I
wanted to
think
do
you
that.
feel first about that.
I don't know if like bringing toys into the bedroom would be the spicing up thing for me, but I think like it would have to be the things that lead up to the sex. Uh, I think
That's what most of the toys are for, though, is to bring to stimulate to bring up towards it. If you don't really have it stimulated, or you're not stimulated, whatever it brings the stimulation towards the act of sex.
but if what if she get off before you put the dick in and she don't want to do it now? You know what I mean? You find yourself in the position.
There is some females like that, but I haven't run into one. I know females that like to come, like to go multiple times. I haven't run
Hmm.
into many that is a one and done.
Yeah,
I don't like one and dones.
I don't think adding a threesome will spice it up either. Cause I think you might
No, no,
that might
well,
help your relationship end. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think that might help your relationship end more
What
Definitely,
do
than
you
if you
say?
bring another girl into it and she can work it better than she can, it might be an end.
Well,
it.
it ain't even that. It's the idea of being in a relationship that that person is solely yours. You know. Oh well, unless it's polygamy.
But here's
I
the thing
man,
that they might dip off with each other in the future because they had such a good time. Like you and the other girl or the
I
two girls, you know?
you know
Yeah,
I
then your
wouldn't even
girl might
care.
end up thinking,
I
like, hey, I never done this before.
man,
I might like this.
I wouldn't even care. I would appreciate the good time I had for the little time being. I'm like, cool, and then I ain't got to worry about the bills and shit no more. Yeah, if there was any,
I ain't gotta
I
worry about the
mean,
bill.
whichever. Yeah, man. I mean, shit, go for what you know. If that's what you want. But truth be told, my if this relationship don't work, my next relationship, I'm practicing polygamy. Shit, man. Hey, you know what? They got a study book about that.
I think the only time that somebody ever like offered to ask me about a threesome, I was in Copper Tree days. Copper Tree was the days. I don't care what nobody say. Uh
Coventry was the day.
I
the
missed
girl
so many of them days.
she had a boyfriend. And at first I confronted her like, you got a roommate. I said, is a roommate the same sex as you or it's a guy? She said, it's a guy. I said, that ain't your roommate. That's your boyfriend. She's like, well, yeah, it is. But what you gonna do? So I'm like, shit. I'm like, shit. I'm in. I'm still in. Shit. And we was cool. You know, we had never messed around. We just did a lot of talking at first and everything, and we would chill sometimes. Uh, two times she came over to have sex with me, and I wasn't like in a position to do it. Really, like I won't say it like
You
that.
wasn't.
So one time I had somebody at the house. We was arguing like a motherfucker. She just had came from Tremors and shit. I didn't go out that night. She came from Tremors, drunk, talking shit, and went in there to and went to sleep in my bedroom. And I heard somebody knock on that patio door. Boop, 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 boop. And I went in there ah, and it was her, and
Oh,
and she was ready, and I had to tell her like, "Nah, you can't come in here." She's like, "Why?" I said, "Man, I got somebody in here right now." I thought, "I wish it was you." Part of me was like, "Nigga, she fucking in the front room. Fuck it, she in there drunk, sleeping." Saying like, part of me was like, "Nigga, bust a move," but I was like, "Nah." She's like, she said, "I came over here to have sex with you too," and that would have been our first
you,
time.
your ass ain't even, you ain't even with that girl no more.
Nah. And we really wasn't even together then. We was like at the end of the ropes then. Y'all all know who she is. I ain't gonna say her name on here.
I already know you. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It started with a D though.
On the road, do like it.
I think that person was the person you was talking about in the other story, wasn't it?
Nah. That was somebody whose name started with an L. You know who that person is. But she the other time though, she pulled up, she was like, and this is why I started thinking about it, because we was talking about threesomes and shit. Or polygamy. She called me and she was like, "Man, what you doing?" She's like, "I'm about to come over there, man. I just tried to have a threesome with this nigga, talking about her boyfriend. He acted like he was scared and he couldn't do it. And I'm about to bring
What?
her over there and we about to fuck you." I was like, "Oh, it's going down. Do, 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 do."
Correct.
But I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, let me call this nigga Doug.
Correct.
I said, let me call this nigga Doug.
Hey, that was a night.
I
That
said, "Hey,
was
nigga." I said, "I got a mission, nigga. Two bitches is on their way." I didn't say bitches, but I was like, "They on their way, nigga. And I need you to come over here." It was snow outside and everything, nigga. I was like, "I need you to come over here, nigga. Hurry up, come over here, lay on the couch, nigga, and act like you sleep." I was like, and then when the situation get ready to crack a lack, I need you to come on and wake up, nigga, and it's going down. Oh,
correct.
code red, nigga. We had code red, code 10. Code 10 was like,
Code 10. That's what it was. Code 10.
code 10 was, "Hey, I need you to call me in 30 minutes and say you need me to come and pick you up." It's an emergency, nigga. I need you
Man,
to keep on calling me.
Coppertree was the days, boy.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't
we
get
didn't
that.
we didn't end up doing nothing that night though. Like she said,
Are
nigga,
you
she was,
for real? You
I was,
yeah.
telling?
I was kidding. I'm like, man, he called me over this early in the morning,
Yes.
late at night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
we sat in there. We
Look,
sat
we've
in
been
there
on
and we
this.
talked about cause so the other girl was a stripper. So they had went out to the strip club and then they had met the stripper and she had convinced the stripper to come back with them and that her boyfriend was gonna pay her to have the threesome. And she was like finessing the boyfriend and shit. Cause she was like, "Well, how much are you gonna pay?" And she was like, she was telling the stripper how much, like 300 or something. I don't know how it went, but like when they would start trying to do it, like I guess his shit didn't get on hard or something. And they was like, uh, "Well, fuck him. Let's go on over here." Now I don't know if they was gonna think about trying to like get me for some money, but I wouldn't have been going any motherfucking way. But
No,
at the end of the conversation, motherfucker was like, "Nah, I want our first time to be our first time." So I was like, "Damn, Doug in here still
what?
acting like he sleep on the couch and shit."
Man, yeah, man. Oh my
Hey, but
goodness.
that was a story right there, though, man, for real.
Why y'all got all these near misses though? These
Oh,
stories,
I got a whole bunch of those.
near misses.
Nah.
But
It's just sometimes the shit just didn't pan out. Sometimes it just
Man,
didn't do it.
okay, let me. You remember your first time? You remember your first time?
My first time, my baby,
My
in
okay,
a house on a couch in your parents'
yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
Remember,
Man, my first time
never
was
forget.
I was 16.
16.
I was 16. Yep,
Okay.
yep. This
How
little
was she?
female. She was 18. She was 18. I think
Oh,
18 going on
so
19.
almost pedophile. I got you.
She, she was
Nah, 16 is legal. I'm just bullshitting. 16 is the age of consent here.
Hey, well, anyway, we out in Burger King. It was this dude named DJ, my boy Mel, and I think it was legal.
Man,
We
it's
out
PJ. You said
DJ D
PJ.
D D D.
PJ looked
Yeah,
like a Rico Suave Mexican dude or something like that, or
yeah,
he a black
yeah.
dude.
Light skinned. Yep, yep. Light skinned.
Rico
Yeah.
Suave though, he don't look like he black.
It was no, he was light skinned. Yo, real. He's black, but he
I
was high
remember a
yellow.
PJ man from Northwest
DJ,
man.
DJ, DJ, DJ
BJ.
with a D. No, not a BJ. So yeah, my first time I got a whooping the next day. Got a
For
whoop.
what?
It was summertime. Look. Okay, not well. Yeah, I got a whooping the next day. So
What you get a
the
whooping
first,
for though?
still in the car.
Oh, you stole the car
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go get some pussy.
yeah. I ain't still tell the story yet. I ain't tell the story.
So you didn't wait for mom to go to sleep?
Man, I ain't even told the story. Yeah, you. Actually, I did, but
Oh, okay.
it's a different. You gotta hear me out. So anyway, so got her number. I ain't seen her since the Pike High School days. I was temporary in Pike High School, but I was somebody's crush rather, and she she was she was one of them. She was one who was crushing them. So you got her number. I had my boy roll with me. We I walked over there the first time I messed around. Uh, I kind of stalled out, and we finally went upstairs, and and and, and she got on top because my my well, she said it was too big. So anyway, so next day, right? I'm craving it again. My mother's downstairs. She kind of overindulged in some alcoholic beverages, and what you fail to realize is the difference between a normal sleep and a drunk sleep. Like a drunken sleep is generally it lasts about 4 hours, three and a half, 4 hours. Sleep. You get your normal 8 to 10 or 6 to 8. So anyway, so it was one of them, and I was in between times where she should be really kind of getting up. So I called Oker. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm smoking too, smoking. Said, so, so what's up? Hey, can I come over again? She's like, yeah, you come on over. Yeah. Nobody's home. Cool. So instead of me walking like I did the last time, which it took me about 3 hours to even get to that trip, I'd rather take the car since my mother already tried to teach me how to drive anyway. So I already took a few trips by myself. So I'm thinking I can. So I snuck the keys out. So I snuck the keys out right next to my mother. Took the car. I got in the car, drove. Everything is fine. Okay, my add you. I was high as a kite. you know. And so I walk in, cool, bam. We did a 3 hour session. I act like I knew what I was doing. So anyway, so later on was so later on was so I get done doing what I'm doing. The sun is rising up to a certain degree. It's like still dark out there. It was probably about 3, 4, like 4-ish. So I'm gonna add you. I was high now. I'm sobering up a little bit. I'm more normalized. Walk to the daggone car. Look at the car, and guess what I see?
Yo, mama.
The headlights on.
Oh.
So no, she ain't you ain't. I don't think we had GPS then yet.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm shitty. So I'm nervous as shit. So I didn't know what to do. I already wore her out. I already wore her ass out. So I didn't know
Lady,
she was gonna be
please.
at. I didn't know she was gonna be up tonight. So I come back in there.
Hey y'all.
Hey, what's
What
going
up?
What's
on?
What
up,
What's
up?
lady?
going on?
I know
So
I'm
go ahead.
super duper late, but I made it.
That's what's up.
So,
Finish the
That's
So
what's
story,
what we
up.
so,
Dante.
landing?
We got That's okay.
so
We
I'm
got
in
some
the
beauty on
car.
the screen.
So I tried to turn on the car. The battery was dead.
I
Oh
can't
my
hear you. What
God.
you say?
My stomach hurt.
Hey,
And so, and I ended up I couldn't figure out what the hell to do. So I ended up falling asleep. It's like 4:30 in the car. And so it's like 8, right?
in the morning.
So 8 to 1, right? That's when I woke up. Trying to look for somebody. Then trying to actually mold up an excuse because I was still car illiterate. I wouldn't didn't know how to jump a cable, nothing, so whatnot. So so I ended up walking home with the key.
Oh
So
no. You left the car.
I left the damn car. I had no choice. The daggone car battery was dead. So I'm trying to fold up this damn bright ass MacGyver ass lie to come up with to make it believable. And I could I'm just thinking, okay, I'm thinking, look, okay, I chased the
How do
guy
I
down.
send somebody the link to
Okay.
watch? They said they wanted to watch.
Huh?
How do I send, like, where do people that want to watch, how do they watch it?
It's a link.
Uh
And
so
this
go to
send
YouTube
that
and
YouTube.
do at TBT podcast.
Okay, so so when I text them, I just say go to YouTube and then I put in at TBT.
At TBT podcast.
Okay, and they can watch us live.
Yep.
Okay. She's actually interested in joining, but she says she want to just listen for tonight. It's a friend of mine.
That's cool. Just do at TBT podcast and it'll pop up.
Okay.
And if she still want to come up, tell her to come on up.
Yeah, she can come on.
Okay.
Click on the link.
So what happened with your mama, man?
Hold on, walking down there, finally made it to the crib. So I open the door and you hear my big bro in the damn thing. I'm like, there he is, mama.
Who Robert?
Robbie, yeah, Robbie. There he is. Where you been at, man? Like, this motherfucker is
I can
just
see him too. Where you
instigating.
been at, man? With the headlamp.
Yeah. Like, where the fuck you been at? And I'm up here. So I come. So I'm trying to put on this Denzel performance role of like being tired.
Yeah.
She like, what's wrong? What you pacing for? She's like, what's wrong, boy? I was just chasing it. I was chasing it. I was somebody stole the car, man. I was chasing them down. It's like, boy, you ain't nobody chasing, chase, stole my damn car. You got the keys in your hand. Now, this is what Rodney said. Rodney said, you got the keys in your hand. Yeah, wait, yeah, I ran them down, and the car stopped at Copper Tree. I was around in Copper Tree, and he ran out.
Copper tree is the word for the day.
She's like, motherfucker.
There's a
She
lot of
said, you gonna go. Man, I don't even know if anybody remember that day, that one day I was walking down the street. My mama grabbing my neck and pushing me. Like this, like she just keeps on like every 15 minutes. We all three walking, and every 15 minutes she's grabbing my neck and pushing me. And it's like when we get home, I'm beating your ass. Boy, so we finally get the car, and then my mama quick to get whatever she needed. Hey, let me get a jump. So she got the jump, went home. I did one of them structured ass beatings. This time it was one of them 16-year-old beatings. We ain't run around no more because we too big for all that. We had to stand still and stay in one position and get our ass whipped.
That ass whooping.
Like Kunta Kinte. No, that ain't no ass whooping. That was a weird. That was it was still worth it. Type of ass whooping. I used to get a stitching cords, man. I used to get ass whooping and stitching cords and shit. That wasn't no ass whooping.
My first time. Are y'all gonna be scared to talk about y'all first time or what?
First time doing what?
You know what we talking about.
Oh my goodness. Is that what we on?
Yeah.
That's what's trending.
I mean, we've been talking about kind of shit like because nobody else popped up. So
yeah,
You said y'all was talking about what?
We've been talking about all kind of shit off topic because nobody showed up. Candy Girl had the topic for the presidential thing, and we had been waiting for her to show up, and she didn't show up. So this ain't got nothing to do with Donald Trump or Biden. You know what I'm saying? So,
really don't. I really don't like to get into the politics like that. I mean, on everybody got their own, But
I was actually talking about virginity.
That first time, though. Yeah, I wouldn't mind talking about that first time. I ain't scared to talk about that.
All right, so
I wouldn't mind talking about that.
me. So my dad was dating somebody that he knew from high school. I think I was 13 at the time. I was definitely about 13. Now, was this my first time doing sexual stuff? No. But I still say that this is my first time. But I remember, like, I used to spend the night over their house.
Spend a night?
Spend a night. Because my dad was dating her mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's a nice lick. That's a good
in that particular instance, like, I think my dad had left me over there because he had to go to work, and it was a Saturday morning. And I remember I had woke up. I'm on the couch downstairs and shit because all their bedrooms is upstairs, and I'm watching like X-Men and shit. That used to be the cartoons back in them days on Saturday morning.
X-Men 93.
So she came downstairs and shit, and she was like, "What you doing?" I don't remember the real commentary, but we was watching TV or whatever. And I was like, I gotta go piss. I gotta go pee. So I remember I went to the bathroom, and then I turned around to shut the door, and she put her foot in there. She put her foot in the door. But I didn't know that she was following me to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, she came in the bathroom and then Genuine on the toilet, riding the pony. And I was kind of
Oh
like
my god.
scared. I was like kind of scared though, because I was like, man, if her mama come down these motherfucking stairs, she gonna beat her
But
ass.
it was your first time. So I mean, like, did you already know what to do? Did
Man,
you have the Jimmy ready? You know what I'm
There was
saying?
no Jimmy. What?
What? So
I
y'all
was
just
over there.
no,
I had spent the night. There was no thoughts of having sex. Like, I
I
was just
know, but
over there.
shoot, back in my era, niggas just used to have them. They had them for decoration. I'm assuming, cause shit.
Well, let's just say I didn't go over there expecting to do nothing though. You know what I mean? Like
no.
Right, I
I
know what
mean,
you saying though.
how
there was
old
a
was you? That's a question.
there were points and times in my life where I kept them. You don't leave home
How
without them.
But
how
of
That
old
course,
was
was
if
you?
you
not
was still
one
a
of those
virgin, you
times.
had no intentions. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
How old
Uh,
was you?
13.
Oh, okay, yeah. You didn't even know how to buy no candles. Yeah,
I could
yeah,
still went
yeah.
in the store and bought them. Now I was about 13 when one of my aunties had bought me my first condoms. Period. I was about 14. I was 14.
Let me ask you this question. Did you ski inside of
So just to keep the conversation going, so we was doing it, and I was thinking like, man, her mama might come down, or like I already knew what skeeting was. Like I said, I had already been doing things, but I was just like, this was my first,
okay, I get okay.
and I almost skeeted out. Like that would have been my first baby mama if I didn't stop it. Like I actually stopped it. She was like, "Why? What's up? What's going on?" And I don't know what I said. Like maybe your mom might come down and catch us, because her mom was cool, but her mom was the type of mom she don't give ass whoopings. Her mom go hands up with her daughter.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
one time my dad and I went over there, and they was just like they had carpet in the house. This is back in the day, and it was like a light carpet. It was blood dripping from the floor downstairs, up the
Oh wow.
stairs, blood driplets. And I'm like,
Oh.
what the fuck happened here? I didn't cuss. Clearly, I'm talking to my dad. But he told me that whatever she had did, I be trying to catch myself from name dropping. So whatever she had did, her mama put her hands on her, and he told me he ain't never did it, but he told me, like, I guess like a scare tactic. One day ain't gonna be no whoopers for you. That's how it's gonna be. Like, yeah, okay. And yeah, never. I would run the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would run the fuck away on some real shit. But
And real
I have
talk.
never experienced that level of abuse. But I don't know if she
Yeah,
tried to fight her mama. Now that could have been a whole different story. But she really wasn't even that kind of kid, though. You know what I mean? She was not. She might have been
Uh,
fast, but like fighting her mama, I don't get that. But her mama definitely beat her motherfucking ass. And for me, I was like, man, if she catch us in here fucking in this goddamn bathroom early
she was gonna
Saturday
get that
morning,
ass tapped.
woo. But I
You
also
was
knew
going
that shit.
home and she was getting that ass tapped, and it was gonna go down. She might even
Yeah.
took the goddamn daddy out.
And I also knew that I probably was gonna skeet all up in there if we'd have kept on going. So I think I
Oh,
stopped
definitely. It was your first time, baby. You definitely was gonna do that.
because I was like, I need to
yeah,
stop
burn.
because I feel it. I'm about to nut all up in this motherfucker. So
Yeah, yeah, man.
We never did
Well,
it
that was a
again
good
though.
choice you made.
We never did it again. We had the opportunity as we had got older. Um, there was other reasons I can't go into why I didn't do it again. It was some shit had happened to her. But I was like, about my own self, like protecting my own self. But like we had got back into contact, and I was still like kind of scared off of the shit that happened to her. Like,
Yeah,
and
paranoid.
we never messed around like after that. Now my cousin messed with her, motherfucker. But I ain't going in all of
Your
that. But
cousin messed with the same chick that took your virginity.
she didn't take my virginity.
I mean, well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it sounds like a
well, what do
virginity
you
taker,
call it
man.
when a boy? What is it called?
I
It
don't
sound
know.
like
I think a dude can take a girl virginity, but I don't think a girl can take a guy's virginity.
No, you right. I don't think it's called that, but it's something. She
it,
did something.
well, first time. I mean, your first time. It's the first time. First time.
But this whole conversation has brought up a whole lot of memories. I
Okay.
But
remember
Doug,
that.
what's yours? What's yours, man? Go ahead.
Well, when I was younger, around probably about maybe 14.
Dashay, cut that alarm off, bro.
I got this.
Yeah, this is not long.
Oh
Probably
shoot,
about a year
Doug.
after.
We want to hear
Uh,
about your first time, Doug.
huh? Yeah, I'm talking. You cut me off.
I'm sorry.
No, but it's probably about like a year after my recovery or whatever. I was kind of in a situation where one of my uncles was married or whatever, and his wife had a daughter.
Somebody got.
But
I can't hear you. Somebody got something going on in their background.
can everybody else hear me?
I hear you. Because
Oh,
you had an uncle who was married and then his wife had a
right.
daughter.
She said she couldn't hear me. Can she hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. My uncle had a wife at the time, whatever. She had a daughter that was around my age, or whatever. And I stayed the night over there. Plus, we was together, whatever. It was weird. We started dating, and everybody tried to put us together and everything. I'm like, damn, how y'all try to put us together? We kids and yeah, whatever. So I stayed the night on my uncle's house or whatever, and everybody was asleep except for me and her, and we was hugging and started kissing and playing games or whatever, just flirting with this, with that. We get into it or whatever, and we immediately stopped because it was her first really too or whatever, and kind of find out she ran to the bathroom and everything, and we just stopped. So basically, that was it. You pause.
Hear me? When
I
was the
can't hear
time that
nothing. It
you
looks like
actually
everybody's
finished
quiet.
though? That might have been your first taste, but what was the next time you actually took it all the way to completion? Like you skied it and everything. When you was 25?
Probably not much longer after that. You know, I
Was
gotta
it with
think,
her?
man.
Was it with her?
Nah,
Uh,
and that was like middle school, like probably around in high school, probably around eight, no, not eighth grade, freshman year, probably girlfriend. Yeah, I can't remember name details or whatever, but I remember the person. I'm not
Lady
naming
T.
nobody.
Lady T.
Yeah, what's up?
It's your turn.
Oh shoot.
You don't have to
Yeah.
say nothing if you don't want to.
My very first day.
Well, my first time was basically I was introduced to the guy, and it was it's so funny because it was on my birthday. So I was 15 and of course I was turning 16. And like it was already, that was already trending everywhere. Like I was probably just one of the late birds because I was never into that. I was somebody that I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. I was always different. So like all of my cousins, they started at like 13, so they would tell me
I'm
about it. So I
16.
felt like
I
I
was
had to
16 too.
huh?
I was 16 too
Yeah, so
when
I
I
was
first
kind of
started.
late with it, y'all, but I don't find nothing wrong with that. It was just at the time like I wasn't ready and it wasn't really in my best interest. Like at that moment, I was focused on other stuff. But basically, I started to feel left out. Like all my cousins was doing it, everybody around me was doing it. I mean, I was in high school, so I was a sophomore at that. So it was just, I had went over my cousin house, and my cousin, he was a boy cousin, but we was close. So he had like a lot of guy friends, like a lot of guy friends. So of course, you know how guys is. We 15, 16. They so hot headed. So when he brought me over there, like it was multiple guys trying to talk to me. So I went for the guy that wasn't trying to talk to me. Like, so it was kind of like the opposite. Like I all the guys were trying to talk to me, but I went outside the box. I went to the guy that was just chilling in the back. Like he was definitely looking and lurking and all of that, but he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
doing too much. So I got to like conversating with him, and it kind of went from there. And I told him like, I'm a virgin, so all the guys kind of knew that. So that even made them want me even more. They like, oh, she ain't never. Oh, you know how that is. So they
Mm-hmm.
like it was kind of like they
Exactly.
all was on that like who can get her type stuff. And I'm like, I'm cool. I really don't want nobody. But this one particular guy, he was just so smooth about it. Like he would touch my butt and but it was funny because I kind of liked it. So long story short, I started talking to that guy, and we talked like what a week or two before my birthday. So he knew my birthday was coming up, all of that. And I had a sweet 16 party. My cousin brought all of his guy friends, and of course he was there with me. So after the party, I turned up with my girls. We went back to the house, and somehow we ended up over there at the end of the night. I don't know how that happened. We ended up over there, and it was like a lot of girls, and it was a lot of guys, and we all everybody found somebody that they could at least link up with or be friends with, whatever, for the night. And somehow we wasn't even at my house. We was at my cousin's house. Like his mama just didn't care. Like she was the type of mom that she knew she had boys, so she didn't care about him having a lot of people over there, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that night it happened over there, over my cousin's house. I will never forget that. Like I was so shy about it, but I did it. Like I I was just like, I'm ready. Like it's my birthday. I'm 16. Like everybody else is doing this. I need to see what's so hot about this. Like I need to know. And after that, I fucked around and found out.
Was it
And we
everything
went
you
through the
thought it
whole
was?
process. I made sure he had a condom and all that. I definitely wasn't going for none of that. But
Was it
yeah,
everything you thought it was?
it was. I mean, after I done it, I felt like, okay, this is cool. I mean, I like it. But of course, the first time it kind of hurt it, so I didn't enjoy it. It took me like
Mm.
3 times because the first time it was so tight that it didn't fully go down like it was supposed to go down. You know what I'm saying? It went in and everything went well, but the full process of me enjoying it, he probably enjoyed it, but I didn't. Cause it hurt it, I had to go through that little process, and that took like 3 times. By the third time, baby, yeah, we was all in. Then, you couldn't tell me nothing. Then I'm trying different positions. I'm doing all that by the third time because I'm like, now I like this. I like this now. Like this is I see what everybody talking about. Shoot,
She said I'm
what took
trying
me
different
so
positions.
long?
Hey, fuck
All
it.
right.
All
But
in.
yeah, so it was cool. It was cool for what it was, you know.
All in.
Yeah. But I always suggest people to wait as long as they can. I mean, if somebody out here watching this that's young
Yeah.
or whatever, like, you
Yeah.
know.
I'm with you though. Like we gotta speak for the kids. I also suggest to wait. You know what I
Yeah, for
mean?
real.
Because once you do it, you set a trajectory for yourself. Like,
Exactly.
especially if you lose your mind and all you want to do is fuck.
But see, I was different because I felt like since he did that and I was so older, I felt like I was supposed to be with him. Like that was actually my first baby daddy. Like he was, you feel me? Like I had a baby at 19 with him and everything. So it was
Okay.
like he took all them years, all them years went because I thought that that's what I was supposed to do. First person took my little virginity. So I'm like, oh yeah, so this is it. That's what I thought.
So let
Nah,
me
that
ask
that
you,
that that's admirable.
yeah. How long did it take you? Because this we talked about this before, and maybe I don't know if we went into detail about it. But let's say you start out having sex with somebody with the condom, like this situation. How long does it take until you be like, okay, we can go raw dog?
Well, I think it depends on the person and the situation. And I'm gonna keep it real with him. We probably went probably the first week.
I'm spitting shit.
And it was over after that. But I mean, you gotta understand why though. Like, I mean, I was new to that and he legitimately was the only person I was doing it with. Like, and I felt like I was the only person he was doing it with, even though I didn't have 100% proof of that.
You going in and
But
out.
we spent a lot of time together. So it was a lot of time together. So it was, and I'm because we and everything. So
You going in and out.
can you hear me? Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you
Can
now.
you hear me?
I don't hear nobody now.
Nah, I just got mine on mute.
Yeah, she was going in and out. I guess she come back. She was telling her story.
Yeah, I had to step out for a second. And she left out.
No, I think her mic or something started going in and out or whatever, and she was talking, telling her story. I told her we couldn't hear her. I couldn't hear her, so she stepped out. So I guess she trying to come back in.
Yeah, I think maybe her signal was bad. I heard it myself.
Because she was going in and out, but she was telling her story.
So have you? I don't know. Probably you can go there. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. So she's here. Her camera's off, or she's trying to be here. I'm surprised Candy Girl didn't show up. I'm about to text her like, "Where you at?"
I
She said Carlton.
don't know. I guess he wanted to show up and then leave. She trying to
Come
come
back
back in.
in. He gonna come back in talking about, yeah, come and visit my channel.
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Say something
Okay,
else.
I don't know what happened. But
There
I
you go.
was just saying, like, back then it's different from now. So speaking on that, what you asked about, right, like I would suggest, like now, I would say at least date for about a month before you talk about like not wearing condoms. I would say a month. And I mean 30 days that's fair. You know what I'm saying? Because really to me that's still a little too soon. But I know some people, like if I trust somebody enough, if they give me enough reason to trust them on how they show me who they are, then I say 30 minutes. I mean, damn, I said 30 minutes.
30
30
minutes.
30 days would be
30
Oh,
minutes. Damn.
yes. Yes.
Damn. 30 minutes.
Pull it off. Take it off.
no, not no. 30 days, y'all. 30 days. I would say 30 days, depending on the person and the trust. Now, if you got a doubt even wearing it, then I don't suggest you taking it off. Period. If you got a doubt wearing it, then that means you need to wear it. Period. So go with your own intuition as well.
So in the 30 days, if you who initiates it though? Like who
I would say
initiates?
the guy. I would
He'd be
never
like,
initiate a man to take it off. If he want to wear it, we wearing it. Period. I'm never gonna be like take it off because I don't know what he's doing, and I can't go by just what I think. You know what I'm saying? So if he's willing to continue to wear it, then I'm gonna continue to let him wear it. But within that 30 days, if he like, damn, babe, shit, it's 30 days, we've been doing this straight. You feel me? What's up? Can I take it off? Depending on who it is, I might just take it. I might be like, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it just depends on the person. It depends on the vibe. It depends on what they're showing me, because you can't do that with everybody.
Nah.
So what you think, Andre? What's your limit?
shit. I don't know. I'ma say, all right, let me just say this. As far as I am concerned, I know who I'm always gonna wear a condom with. It don't matter what she say.
Okay.
Like I've messed with somebody and she was like, I want you to feel this meat to meat. So my sarcastic way of responding to that is, what does meat to meat mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I already know what skin to skin. I already know what it means. Like, but I'm like, what does meat to meat even mean? What are you saying? He's like, I want you to feel it without the condom on. I didn't even respond
Wow.
because it's never going to happen ever. Like because I probably shouldn't even been messing with you to begin with, even with the condom on.
Exactly.
So I just feel like you you should only be messing with people in whom you can even trust without the condom anyway. Even though you
Exactly.
don't know nobody, but like a motherfucker is not about
Right.
to
That.
have me in a particular situation just because you want to feel it raw, dog. I'm not about to do it. Now, sidestepping that, there are some motherfuckers who you can trust, or you feel like you can trust them. A lot of people have fell into that trap where you think you can trust somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
That's true.
it's like, okay, this motherfucker can get this motherfucking raw dick, and they get it. You know what I mean? Even skeeting in the pussy, like that's calculated too. Like I can hit it raw dog, but I ain't skeeting in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like I'm about to skeet all up in the back of this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So like I think everything is calculated with guys. Like some dudes might just do everybody. If they can do everybody raw dog, they're gonna do everybody raw dog. But for me, it's if it's a type of if she carry herself in a particular way, it's
Mm-hmm.
never gonna be raw dog. But
Yeah.
that don't mean that she probably didn't slip up and have something with somebody else and she is hot, red hot with that shit that we ain't even gonna say. You know what I mean? So that's why like getting older, I've learned that sometimes you just gotta passed on certain situations. And
Yeah.
sometimes, like we was talking about this earlier, I've passed on certain situations where I was like, man, I kind of wish I would have did it. But you know,
Yeah.
you get that feeling for a reason.
Exactly. And you gotta that's why I said sometimes you just gotta go off your intuition. Like shit. If you know that shit ain't right, then don't even let it bother you. Don't you gotta think twice about it. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Cause I
Hmm.
mean I ain't even gonna lie. I can have some people ask me like, can they take it off? And I'm like, nah. I'm gonna keep it all the way real, and it ain't even about whether I trust them or not because we more than likely we was definitely fucking around for like for a nice amount of time. Like I don't do quickies, I don't do one night stand. I'm not that type of lady. So anybody I deal with is long term more than likely. But I didn't have times where I felt like it was too early, and I said no. Now eventually, of course, it came off, but it wasn't it came out when they asked me when I was ready. If I wasn't ready, then it wasn't happening. But usually I'm not even going to lay down with somebody that I gotta think twice about with one or without one. I wanna already have that confidence, like, baby, one day it's coming off.
So let me ask you this. So you ain't never been in a situation where you just jumped on that thing
Without
without
what?
one? We humans, we
Without
are
the mister?
adults.
Huh?
Huh?
Not if it was a relationship,
No,
yeah.
I ain't
But
not a relationship.
are you saying some random shit? No, I don't
No,
do
not
that.
random. Y'all was kicking it. I ain't talking about you met him at the store today and you took him home and jumped on it. I'm just saying like you've been kicking it with somebody that been talking and cool or whatever, and you always 100% always made them strap up. You ain't never just jumped on that thing.
Woo, that's funny you said that because actually it was somebody that I was already not using it with though. That's what I'm saying. Are you saying for the first time or somebody that it was
Yeah, first
already with?
time. Have you
First
ever
time.
went the first time without
I don't
one
think I
in
have.
your
I'm
life?
trying to think. I'm trying to think because look, truth be told, baby, I'm trying to keep it all the way 100. But I'm really trying to think. Like I really don't think. But it's just this one time that I'm just skeptical about. That's why I keep going back on it because I'm like, damn, I think he got me on this one because I think it was one time. But it was somebody I was really, really, you feel me? It was really happening. Like we was on that all the time. Now, nope, we had already nope. So nope, I just had a moment. Nope. So nope, definitely like now I'm gonna keep it real. Basically, when I think about and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say no, because it's kind of like yes, but then it's kind of like no, because basically we ran out. So it was like a motherfucker was like, shit, what we gonna do? I'm like, shit, fuck it, and I did hop on that motherfucker. but but we started out with one though. You
The
feel me?
bucket.
So that's why I'm like, I don't even know if that count. Like, I don't even know if that count because round two, baby, it was me to me.
Me to me.
Me to me. Skin
Round
on
one
skin.
started off with one though. It did. Like, so I can't even that's why I'm like, damn it. And then basically he left it up to me because you feel me, but it's out, it's ready. And come on, like I'm already in the mode. Like, come on now. Like you can't do me like that. Talking about we ain't gotta well, it's hey, this has to continue. So I got to and I
It's
did.
going. Hey, it's
I hopped right
going
on top.
down.
You
Is
done got
going
me out
down.
like red handed. That's crazy. Cause I probably wouldn't if you wouldn't have asked that question, I probably wouldn't even remember that. That's crazy. But
I
yep,
just
it
think we've
definitely
all
did
run
happen
into
that
them
way.
situations where it's like, hey, fuck it. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was definitely a fucking situation. I'm not even gonna kid you.
Like when you ready, you ready.
Dang, that's crazy.
But
Cause
I
yeah,
have
it's
been in
definitely
situations where I didn't have none and she wasn't going, right? Or I didn't have none and I wasn't going. But I've
Right.
also had them situations where we didn't have none and it was going down.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? Like what? Because I just feel like this, right? We talked about this before. I'm like, if we know we're using protection, we ain't no oral sex going on.
right.
I have done it before. I fucked up and done it before though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also made sure a motherfucker suck some dick without a condom too. So like we both taking the risk. Like, if I'm gonna
Period.
take that risk, I'm gonna eat it, then you gonna suck some dick too. And we're gonna fair exchange 69
I'm
it.
gonna keep
And
it real. If I gotta use a condom, if I gotta use a condom to suck it, then I'm not sucking. Like that means I ain't supposed to
yeah,
be doing that
you're
then,
right.
because I should be able to just meet that. I mean, what are you taking with a condom for? That defeats what's happening here. Like I want what? Like we don't play like that. So that's why you don't supposed to suck everybody dick, because goddamn it, it's straight
Dang
mouth
man.
to me. Goddamn it,
Shit up
ain't no
something.
condom. Like what? But yeah, that's why everybody don't get that service though. Can't
Yeah.
do that. That's exclusive.
I'm mad. I put my whole company in the thing. They looking like they probably gonna be like, yeah, this nigga talking this freaky shit.
Oh Lord,
Let's release this nigga.
that's
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, you gotta come with the truth though.
it's the truth though. Strap
Truth
it
be
up.
told,
Strap it up.
We definitely living up to our name. They got us fucked up. Ain't that it, Doug? That's why I don't be tripping. Like, baby, I ain't no reason to lie though. But you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain: you shouldn't do anything that you can't say you did. Period.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
like that
Um,
one time at band camp.
Hi.
I
What you?
for me, I'm just glad that I haven't. Sometimes I want to go on the borderline of things. I want to do certain stuff. Like we was talking earlier. Like I'm gonna ask you this question since you're here now. If you were in a situation where you really liked your person or you loved your person, but the sex life is dying, like what would you suggest to spice it up? Like, what do you suggest? Right now, we RTR in this bitch, and I done considered about changing RTR to Truth Be Told. Everybody else changing the name of their groups, but that's for another conversation later on. But I'm asking
So
you, Lady T.
okay. So you saying if I was in a relationship and his shit just wasn't hitting,
No more. It used to maybe
it used to, but now it's not. So now, okay. So you saying like basically I'm getting bored now. So
because they said
now,
that people start getting lazy once you've been with somebody, right?
okay.
But
So me personally, I would I would take the role and you feel me, show them how to spice it up. You feel me? Because see, that's what a lot of us women out here we always like. And I'm gonna be honest, shit. Thanks to one of my ex that I was fucking with real heavy. One thing I can say that he taught me was a man don't know what you thinking. And I used to always think like before I got with him, I used to like I was like this with my baby daddies, and that's probably why I ended up not, really wanting to continue that because it was always I felt like, well, you should know this. You should already know. But if I ain't told you or if I ain't showed you, how the fuck am I supposed to think you supposed to know? So
yeah,
that goes with everything. That goes with, whatever a
you're
person is
right.
lacking in or need help in. If you're not showing them, sometimes we don't know. I mean, hello, that's even in school. Like, so you got to speak up and let the teacher know, like, hey, I don't understand this. I need help, or I can't figure this shit out. So, in other words, when that's happening in a relationship, if I see that he really don't know that his shit ain't like this is getting boring. Like, cause like one thing about it is first we're gonna throw signs. You know, that's one thing about women. We'll try to like something gonna be different. We gonna show you that we's a little uninterested. And then if you don't get that hint, like then it's you feel me? Then I'm gonna forget to acting funny or whatever. Instead of just speaking up and be like, hey, you know, babe, I really feel like, you know, this like it can be a conversation or you could just get straight to the point, you know, and it just really all depends on who you are. Like some people may want to get straight to the point and be like, listen, come on, like this is I need you to do this like this. Like, and I'm gonna be real
Do what
transparent
though?
right now. Like I was
So
dealing
do
with
what? The question
somebody,
is, do what?
huh?
Do what though?
Like I'm about to be real transparent, and this is somebody who was saying something to me like before I got with them, I really didn't know how to give head. Like I thought I did because shit, nobody ever complained, nobody ever said nothing. But see, what we got to remember is everybody is different. So how I was giving it for this person might not like it like that, you know, or they
We
might
are
want you
in
to do
booty
something a
talk
little bit
now.
different.
We are in
So
booty talk.
Booty talk
okay,
hours.
booty talk time. But no, for
Now
I'm
go
real,
in
like
here.
ahead.
so 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 basically, like honestly, that's kind of what it is on both ends. So this can go for a woman or a man, you know. And for me, it was for him teaching, helping me. He like, yeah, I like it like this. You feel me? You gotta do it like this. And I'm just being real transparent with the women right now because shit, this is shit that we need to hear. You feel me? Because a lot of women be acting scared, like we grown as hell. And if you want to please your man or if you want to please your woman, you you gotta speak up and you gotta tell them how you want it done. So whether you gotta do a motherfucking role play, put on a shit, a goddamn what you know, a little suit, a little outfit, whatever, goddamn it, get some handcuffs, whatever the fuck you want to do to spice it up. You feel me? But let them know, like, you feel me? I feel like we should start doing this. You know, and then if they question why you asking that, then you go into detail and be like, well, honestly, you feel me? Like, lately here, I've been feeling like I ain't really been coming like I want to come, or it ain't been really feeling like I wanted to feel, or whatever. And then motherfucker get on that, like, oh, all right, so you need to do this like this. Goddamn it, we gonna get this. We gonna go to the store and do this. Matter of fact, let me pull up this video on YouTube. I'm gonna have you watch this. You feel me? Get your man together. Like, let them know. And same with the women. Like, y'all gotta be the same way. Like,
Do
shit,
you think a
y'all
person?
can't always. So, like, us as humans, we gotta realize that we all think differently and we all do shit differently. So we got to speak up and let a motherfucker know. Like, let them know where what they lacking in or what they ain't doing right.
People
Because
don't
that
like
could be,
criticism though. You know,
huh?
people don't like criticism. So
But
you
you
can
gotta
tell them
find
like,
ways to do
hey,
it
let
without. You gotta
imagine
find
what you were
ways to
saying
do
about
it.
the head thing earlier. You be like, hey, I don't think you pay attention to what I like during head. Well, I ain't gonna give you no more head. You know, you might run into that kind of situation.
But it's all into how you say it too. You feel me? Like you ain't always gotta. And then I wouldn't say it right around the time that y'all about to have sex or get done having sex. Say it at a random time, like when y'all in a good mood or having fun, having some drinks or like some shit that's not gonna throw the mood off. You know what I'm saying? And slide it in there. Find a way. If you know your person, you know how they like shit to be said to them. Like I like to figure my person out. So I like to know like what makes them mad, what don't make them mad. You know what I'm saying? How do I say it? Do they like shit aggressively said to them, or they want me in my South girl era? Do I gotta, you feel me? Do I gotta throw it down a couple notches and you feel me? Talk to them real nice and smooth. You feel me? You gotta figure that person out. Like you gotta figure out how to deliver the message. You feel me? Shit. Do I gotta tell you over the phone or in person? You feel me? Like just I don't know. Which honestly, I would suggest always telling somebody something in person because I need to see the facial expressions. I need to see. I need to feel the energy. You know. But yeah. So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's just how I'm coming for mine anyway. Somebody that I'm really fucking with and I'm really interested in and I want this to work. I'm not gonna just be like fuck it because you ain't pleasing me. At first, I'm gonna show you. oh, I'm gonna figure out a way to show you and tell you, and then we gonna fix it. Now if the situation don't get fixed, then honestly it ain't gonna work because I do believe getting sexually pleased is a must in a relationship. Period.
Amen to that, man.
She gotta be pleased. Gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes both ways, though.
It definitely goes both ways.
Yeah.
We got
I
somebody
agree.
watching. Like the video and come on and join the chat. I think I can drop the link in there. Come and talk with us.
I thought you already did.
I'm gonna drop it again.
So if you drop the link, they can just join in.
Well, we gotta accept them. Like can't nobody just come
My
in the
friend said she
conversation.
didn't, but my friend said she couldn't find it. You think I should just send her the link?
Yeah, go ahead
Send
and
her the
send
link.
it.
Yeah. Last
What's up, everybody?
last
But
video,
she
we had
said she wasn't
a
gonna
little
talk
young dude
though,
come in.
so she just want to hear what we talking about. I
But
guess she's
yeah,
trying to see if she want to
you
be a
can
part
just
of it.
I'm gonna send you the link for the actual live. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, last video we had a young dude pop in.
Yeah, he was
Y'all
only
had a young
18.
dude.
He was an 18-year-old, young. He was
Okay,
like,
so I got a question, and this is I don't know it. Like I don't think none of y'all probably have done it because y'all all seem like good gentlemen out here. But if you get a tattoo of somebody when you together, what should you do? Like after y'all break up and it's over, it's done. Like, do you keep that tattoo or do you give it covered up?
First
Oh
Like,
thing is
First
well,
of
first.
I don't
all,
no,
know.
first of
no.
all,
It's up to
First
you.
thing is first.
I
I
ain't
ain't
getting
getting no tattoo.
I ain't getting a
Yeah,
tattoo.
yeah, me either.
It's only very few females in this
It's,
world I get tattooed on me. That's my daughters, my mama, my grandmother. I ain't get no other female tattooed on
okay,
me.
And so
period.
but
I've
but
dated
what?
people with a tattoo on them. And guess what I did though? We about to go to the tattoo shop and we about to get this shit covered up. You and me now. So that nigga, his tattoo is over.
With some cover ups that rose.
It was some roses. It was roses. But I think like you should
Damn.
only reserve that tattoo shit for like if you married. Because at
That's
least
what I was gonna say.
that shit's supposed to be forever. And if it ain't, then I ain't gonna get no big ass like Nick Cannon had Mariah tattooed on his back.
His
Like
back,
I ain't
yeah.
about to do that. And but like if I even did get a tattoo with somebody named, I'm going to actually get it removed. I'm not even gonna do a cover up because cover ups look nasty as fuck to me. And you can still, if you look close, you can still see that person's name
Right.
through the tattoo.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Wow. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. And it's really crazy because I didn't even know that people. I didn't know that people really do that, and I don't
Carson, mute
really
your phone.
understand why people do that.
go ahead.
Carson need
Somebody
better
got a lot of feedback going on.
Carson
But
phone.
I'm saying that
I
because
already muted Carlton.
like some weird stuff really happened. Like
not
He
me.
keep he keep unmuting it.
somebody talking.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But basically, was the situation like I didn't know that you can have like to a certain extent. You don't even know like somebody can go get your name tatted and you don't even know that they're doing that. And like I really don't know why somebody would do that without somebody's consent. Like, I think it should always be a consent. I don't think that somebody should just go randomly get somebody. Not even randomly. I can't say that because it was a relationship, a long-term one. But you still did it without the person knowing, though.
It's a surprise
Like you should have
because
asked. Like,
I think it'd be a
can I get put your
surprise
name on me? Huh?
because they be like they want to show you like, look, babe, I got your name tatted.
So what
You
is that
know,
supposed to mean, though? Like, cause I don't understand. Like,
I think it's something that started in the '80s or the '90s,
yeah.
and people do like it when they get somebody get their name tatted. Like I always said like Biggie said, tattoo on titty saying BIG. I used to be like tattoo on titty saying DRE, but nobody ever got my name tatted ever. Like maybe if it was a kid, if we shared the same name, but like ain't nobody ever got my name tatted on them.
This is crazy. Cause
And I ain't never got nobody's name that didn't come from inside my body tattooed on me.
truth be told, somebody got my name tatted.
You got their name tatted too?
Oh, that boy win. That boy.
She got a name tatted on
win.
She had to.
No, she didn't. No, no.
If he
her.
went first, then she had to get it
Oh,
second.
did you?
Look at
No,
her
Yeah,
smile. Look at her smile. Got that name tatted too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I didn't.
Shirley.
I did not say that. Y'all trying to make me say I
Hey,
got that
yeah,
person
no,
tatted on
no. You
You
me.
you
didn't
wait
say
you
you
wasn't quick
didn't.
to say no
You
either.
didn't,
You weren't
you
quick to
didn't
say
say you
no either.
didn't. You didn't say you didn't know. You just smiled about it.
Like,
You didn't.
you
You
I
giving us
didn't
a
know.
run around.
say I didn't.
That was a big old grin.
You need to take a shot.
Man, that's crazy. But it was so. I'm gonna be real. It was so unexpected. I never thought somebody would do that. Like,
No, I'm scared of
damn,
that.
y'all trying
That's
to
a
put me
scary
on the
shot.
spot.
Is Chanel your friend?
Yeah, she out here.
Yeah.
Hey, Chanel.
Come on in.
I got
She's
my
like, I got
own
my own
initials tatted on me. I told
business.
my ex nigga that it was for him. He happens to have the same initials. Hell no. Chanel said, y'all, she said she got her own she got her own initials put on her and told the
It
nigga
just
that it
read
was
that it popped on the screen. Noah,
that's
come on in.
crazy. They said, come on, Chanel, come on.
Mm-mm-mm.
They want you to come on with us. Hey y'all, we gonna introduce
Come on,
Chanel.
man.
She gonna be on the podcast with us. Yes, because I got to have some ladies on here with me. They playing. I miss Monica. She used to be in tune with it, even though she didn't turn the camera on though. She still came with a good conversation
Yep.
with her seductive ass voice. Remember, I said,
Man,
"Girl,
that voice is crazy.
that girl got a seductive ass voice."
But
People always
it
want to say
wasn't
they
just the
like my
voice
voice,
though, it was the
but baby,
accent
I
too.
never found that.
She had a type of accent. She had an accent too.
Yeah, she did.
Like
Yeah,
a southern New York, East Coast type of
yeah,
accent. I
she
can
would have
What
definitely hit
are
them
you
numbers.
talking about?
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool, y'all. Like, for real. I don't know. So, how long was we streaming tonight?
I don't know. Andre done went out.
Huh?
I said, I don't know. Andre done went out. The last video, we was like what about 3-4 hours, about 4 hours of the last video.
Yeah, y'all be thugging. But I know we trying to save some stream time too. Now, so I know what I wanted to ask though. So was we gonna still so next Tuesday are we gonna do was we doing brown sugar next?
Brown sugar. I thought it was something else.
Cause
What's
I thought
what's
when
it gonna
I
be then?
said on the chat, the last chat we had, I thought he said brown sugar, but
Brown
I'm not
sugar.
sure. I'm don't quote me on that, but Andre, where you go?
I don't know, but brown sugar would be a good one though. I like brown sugar.
Hey, can I add something about the tattoos? I was gonna
Tattoo.
What
say
you say about the
a long
tattoos?
time ago, tattoos had like a spiritual, like let people know where you belong, what tribe, what nation you from. But nowadays
Oh,
it's just women.
okay.
Like The Rock, for example, you see how you got his tattoos and they call it tribal. No, that's to identify, hey, I'm a Maori, right? Every around the world, or like you see those people from Africa, that's to let people know, hey. But as time went
Right.
on, we started doing it like just stupidly because we got this in touch. So that's really where tattoos come from.
But you know, The Rock, you brought up The Rock, that's his family trait though, from the Hawaiian
Right,
Islands.
that's where he's from the islands. But like I said, when you start to study tattoos, you'll see it in America, you'll see it all over. Like for example, the Cherokees, they have a certain tattoo
Man,
that
we
you get.
know all that kind of shit, bro.
Mm, all right, show me where is it? Where
We
is it?
ain't going into all of that. This is not the channel for that.
No, I'm trying to say it's certain places you
Look,
would.
I
That's what
understand
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying, bro, but we ain't going into that.
Man, I was just bringing out the
That's the
significance of a tattoo,
on.
and there you
I
go.
know,
Here you
but
go,
we ain't
Mr.
talking about
Hater.
that. We ain't talking about that.
What a
Oh
tattoo form.
Lord, Andre,
Pardon me.
here you come.
Yeah, we
Okay.
ain't going into
Man,
indigenous
like
stuff.
every time I try to talk, how come
Cause,
I get cut off? That's bullshit,
because
man.
here's the
No,
thing.
so
Let me
Andre,
tell you. Let me tell you
what
something. Let me tell you something. I tried to call you last night. Last night after you got off the chat, right? You came back on the chat just to promote your YouTube channel.
oh shit.
And I'm telling you, and I keep telling you, I got more YouTube channels than you, and I don't do that on here. And I'm telling you, stop doing that.
Hold up.
What was that one?
Didn't you
What
And
was it?
didn't you say we could promote ourselves?
I don't know. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but this is a separate business than your business. Stop coming on here talking about come to my YouTube channel or any of that. I don't do it. You shouldn't be doing it either.
Oh,
Hey, my it,
I'm trying
y'all
to.
didn't
I've been trying to be nice about it, bro.
But what's the point of being on here if you're not trying to promote yourself?
For
That's the whole
one,
thing we
for
were doing.
one, for one, what you
we
need to be
gotta get our
promoting
I
replays.
got a
is this right here. You need to be promoting this. If you're a part of this, this is a part of what you need to be promoting.
I promote it. But at the same time, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because certain things like
But
this,
you
we be on
don't though,
the
because this ain't your time to do that. This is not your time to do that, bro. And I'm not trying to be mean to you, but I'm just saying this is not your time to do that. You can do that on your own time. Promote your channel on your own time. You see what I'm saying?
He gone.
I don't do
Let's
it on here. I don't do it on here.
he's gone out there. Let's talk about brown sugar.
now what I miss? Like I mean I heard enough, but not
Cause
enough.
I just told him he need to stop coming on here talking, trying to promote his channel. We not. That's not what we about. That's not what we doing. You know what I'm
Are you talking
saying?
about a tat? I thought it was about a tattoo.
It is, but the tattoo will lay into his indigenous talk. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
the end.
And
And I'm
then
just
later
saying
he
that
wants to talk about
this
Kobe.
channel ain't about that. I want him to be regular himself without trying to promote that. Because I could come on here and promote all kind of stuff, but I'm not doing it because that's not what we're about here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, make some money, man. Help yourself out. I wouldn't. I would think that would be okay though.
But it's not though.
So pretty much, Lady T want to talk about is Brown Sugar the next movie?
She did say that.
Yeah,
But-
I was asking if that's what we was gonna do for Tuesday. So I can get ready to watch my movie because shit, I love Brown Sugar.
I love Brown Sugar too.
Let's rewind this. Listen. That
Because
will never
we
change.
we had a lot of them.
Hold on, real quick. That's not gonna change the category of what's going to delegate or move on to somebody if they just give a shout out to whatever they're doing. He's that person. I mean, I ain't saying he ain't here. Like basically, it ain't like we're gonna have 0 people just because 1 or 2 people was like, hey, let me check on his site, whatnot.
So
That's
let me
your boy.
remind you. Let me remind you of the time when RTR was bursting every other group that was going on in the
okay.
city.
Okay.
Like so,
Yeah.
at this point in time, like I'm not even
I
in an
remember
argument with. I'm not even in an argument with anybody about it because I would just not let him come back on the platform. Like eventually, yes, like people will know who you are. People will know if they like you enough, they will go to your channel. But see, here's the thing. The stuff that he talks about his channel is not even aligned with what we talking about on Truth Be Told.
That's my point. So he spills out a small segment of about this 99% of you put out 1% of his little spiel. It's not
His
too many
shit
people
is not
following him because
our
it's
format is
specific.
it's not even the same. And if
My
you go
point
and watch
exactly.
anybody, here's the thing.
That's
If you go and watch anybody, if
the
you go and
format's
watch
not the
any
same.
other podcast, ain't nobody on there shouting out their podcast.
The format's not the same. So it's a different category if I'm not mistaken. So
That's what I'm saying.
it's
It's not
small
the
piece of
same.
category.
So he
some people are
shouldn't even be
small.
talking about it.
I mean, it's why not? It's just thing.
Because
I mean,
I'm telling
it's
you.
a different category. I
But
can
here's
see
the
what you're saying.
thing.
I
The
got
rule,
this is this
the code,
and about
the
relationships.
code of
And
conduct,
go to my
the
site or whichever.
The code of conduct is already set. We're not advertising our YouTube channels on this channel. If he wants to do that, if you want to help him do that, y'all can create your own channel. I'm just saying on some real shit though. I'm not gonna allow nobody else to do what I allow people to do with RTR.
That's like somebody. Yeah, right. It's a different category. You keep on
I'm
saying
not gonna allow it.
Everything is different.
I don't even know why we even still arguing about it, man. The shit's over.
I wasn't arguing. It was actually a debate. You're upset about it.
It's mute. I'm not upset. I'm saying it's mute. You're not gonna convince me. He's not going to convince me, and nobody else is going to convince me.
I mean, different category.
But
it's kind of being a bully on
it's over. It's over.
Want to know about Brown Sugar?
Ain't gonna be bullying his own show and stuff. Can't be doing all that. That's weird.
All right, let me ask you this question real quick. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this podcast? Me, you, Carlton, Doug, or anybody else? Whose idea was it?
That's not. Yeah, it's yours, right?
Okay. So if it's my brainchild, I'm not gonna let nobody do something that I don't want done on here. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Different category.
Is it okay with you?
I mean, but yeah, you bullying on your own site. Yeah,
it's not bullying.
Slowly
it's not
but surely depreciate.
All right.
I mean, if he's a small section
Peep this out.
I mean, it's a small section.
Peep this out.
I'm defending him.
Peep this out, though. Peep this out. Let's say I have Fox 59, right? I got Fox 59, right?
There you go.
Can Wish TV come on Fox 59 and promote Wish TV?
Well,
I'm asking you a
Wish
specific business question.
business question.
Can Wish
If
TV come on to Fox 59 and promote Wish TV?
if it's not compromising, it's
It
not
is a
compromising.
compromising. It
It's a
is.
different category. It's not the same category. It's a different thing he's talking
You
about.
are
Some
not.
Indians
It's
tribe.
okay. I'm not even arguing with you. So what was we talking about before?
We were talking about brown sugar.
Okay.
That's the movie topic for Tuesday. That's
So
what
I
Lady
haven't seen
T asked
brown
before she
sugar
got
in at
interrupted
least about
by
six,
everybody.
7 years or more.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that
think
was
that
the
would be a
question
good
Lady
one.
T asked for before she got interrupted.
That's okay. I'm just, you feel me, trying to stay trending with the topics. You feel me? Because we gonna get our views up. But y'all gotta start just, going with the flow. Don't get too caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But yeah, so we can do brown sugar. I was thinking brown sugar or maybe even loving basketball, but we can switch that one and make that one like further down because we don't want to get too in the, you feel me? We want to keep it exciting. So we already started off with the breaking out of rules. So now we
So
move
loving
to brown
basketball could
sugar.
be next week.
Who
Yeah.
want to lead? Who should lead that segment though? The movie
Lady
segment.
T.
Lady T, you want to
I
lead the
will.
movie?
I will. So what
Like,
when you say lead it, like I'll be the one who like start off the conversation with it.
yeah, like we can all vote
Yeah.
on the movie,
Okay.
but like we need people to own particular segments.
Okay. That's cool. I got that. I own that segment because and those them type of movies back then, yeah. And then I remember I said The Wood. I think we said The Wood and The Best Man, or we said another one of them older movies
We said
too.
the wood.
Mhm.
We can even
But
throw
yeah.
juice in.
But yeah, so we can do brown sugar, and then that'll be good because we can also bring in and talk about hip hop because it's a lot going on, and then a little situation with Kendrick and your
They not
boy.
like us. They not like us.
Like everybody been talking about that. Like that's definitely trending right now.
Yeah, I think like we should all like pick the segments and somebody takes control of it. Like there's a topic of the day. I do believe that whoever does the topic of the day, whoever idea it is, should introduce
The
the
segment.
the
Yeah.
show. Period. Like
Okay.
the beginning of the show. Like today, it was supposed to be for the presidential debate, and we ain't talking nothing about that shit. But
Right.
Candy Girl never showed up.
Oh, she was the one that came up, Candy Girl.
Yeah,
Man, I'm gonna have to see what's up with her because she was cool too. Like I was feeling her little vibe. Me, her, and
yeah. I don't know.
Monica.
I don't know what's going on with her right now.
I
But
think she said she had something else, like some business that she do before this.
yeah, but
Candy
she should have pulled
Crush.
up by now because this was her idea for tonight.
Yeah, she definitely should have came because last time
Uh,
she did come kind of later in the show. Yeah.
Candy Girl be partying.
Is that what it is? Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, only thing I gotta say is, these the only two that we got that's, in the row right now, then baby, it's looking crazy. Cause they both ain't really only thing everybody really like about Trump is because they feel like, you feel me, we was making they in their minds we was getting more money because he gave out them stimulus. If that man would have never gave out them goddamn stimulus checks, when nobody be sitting here acting like Trump did so much. Yeah, he was cool with the other people and all this and got deals and all this but at the end of the day, you feel me, I look at it like this, as long as I feel like somebody is running that's gonna help us do better. I'm not saying they're gonna be perfect, but do better than what we're doing right now. You know. And one thing I do feel like is when Trump was in office, everybody was doing a little bit better, but it was because of the stimulus. So it's like I don't know which one. I don't know if I was to say like, oh, is it him or is it just the situation. You know what I'm saying? But they shut the world down for years. So everybody was in the house. We couldn't really spend no money because we was in the house. And when we was coming out the goddamn house, we was going where we needed to go, get what the fuck we needed to get, and we was going back in. So how can we really say when he was in office he really did do? You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to say. But like I said, I'm not really a big political person, so I feel like that topic should have been for the person who wanted to talk about that.
But I'll say she ain't here, so maybe somebody
yeah,
might chime in. Somebody at this 3 hour mark, somebody,
might
because
hear
we've
us
had people
saying
come in
something.
and view. They
Yeah,
probably was
because
like, they ain't talking about nothing about
Chanel
Donald Trump.
Chanel had already said that she don't like to talk about the politics and stuff. So she said that she was like
Mhm.
she was like that really ain't my topic. So and
Yeah.
I really understand because a lot of people, some people get defensive, and you know what I'm saying. That's why I don't like talking about it either, because I'm like, really, I don't even feel like I live by the politics rules. You know, some people do, but I don't feel like I do. So I don't give a damn what they got going on. I am me, and I do what the fuck I feel that I need to do to survive for me and my family. Period. Point blank. Shit.
And what's crazy is everybody got their own little opinion about politics. You need to vote for this person, you need to vote for that person. But in our reality, it ain't really up to us. They know, the elite know who they want in office anyway.
That's right. I agree with
Well,
that.
for me, I look at it like this. When I first learned about politics when I turned 18, my girlfriend at the time, her family is tied in with downtown politics. And the first
Mm.
time I was even told about it, it was like, put down that you are a Democrat because Democrats are for black people and
Mm-hmm.
Republicans. So that's how I was even introduced to politics. And I'm like, now as an adult, I'm a full grown adult, right? And I think for myself. I feel as if now I need to know what the fuck you stand for before I just vote. I'm not going to vote and just click Democrat across the board. And I don't even believe in
Right.
what the fuck you talking about.
Right. Exactly.
And so now it's different for me. Last time when it came to between Biden and Trump, I voted for Andre, my last name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I voted for me. This
And it don't
time
matter
though,
what president get in office anyway, because they don't control anything. It's
it
all
might
about
not, but the popular vote is still counted though. You know what I mean? Like, it's all up to the electoral college. So I know about the stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I spent time down there. I worked for the House of Representatives from 19 to almost 30 years old, and I quit shy of 10 years. Which I wish I'd have known better, because then I would have been vested, and I can still go back at any time and do my little couple months and be vested though. But and that I can work anywhere for the state. I don't have to go back to the House of Representatives. But I would not vote Democrat this election. Like, I don't want nobody to pigeonhole me based on I'm black. So I need to vote for Democrats. No. I need you to show me why I need to vote for you. And
Right.
really, the biggest thing for black people that's on the table right now is reparations. And ain't nobody talking about giving us what our ancestors were due.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
The reparations already been decided by that Mitch McConnell. As long as you got him in there, Mitch McConnell, he ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm saying. It's not. We're never going to get it as long as we have Mitch McConnell there. So if you want to change something, change the Congress and change the Senate.
it's
The
not
other
necessarily
people,
that cut and dry either, though. Oh, I gotta mute you, man. I don't know what your back feed is, but it's not necessarily that cut and dry, because it ain't got nothing to do with one person that's in the electoral office. It is the entire government that is going to say yay or nay. But there, right now, we are not together. But outside of the reparations argument, I know that we're not possibly going to get it like soon, as soon as we would like to get it, I believe it's gonna come down. But for me, like right now, I need to find a candidate that aligns with me. Like Biden said all kind of stuff that he was going to do for black people, and you're not black if you don't vote for me. And a lot of people voted for him, and he has not done anything for black people.
Not a goddamn thing.
At
That's
least Trump,
president.
Trump, Trump fucked around and like pulled people out of prison. He dropped little Wayne's. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne ain't got nothing to do with me. But you know what I mean? He pardoned a lot of people before he left office. Uh the Ice Cube had his I can't think of what the name of his bill or whatever it is that he had going forward. Donald Trump was on board to make it happen. Bill Biden said I'll look at it after I get elected and still didn't look at it. We don't have a crime, we don't have a racist a hate crime bill for black people. Chinese people got the hate crime bill for their people. A lot of people have their hate crime bills. We don't get any of that. Uh, and I know we're talking politics, and I'm gonna end it here in a second. But I'm not even against like, okay, we got black on black crime. Y'all don't do okay. Well,
We
add
have
black
to push
people,
for it.
add black people in that too. That
We
means
have
let's
to
get
push
rid
for
of the
something.
let's get rid of the music that talks and incites people to want to hurt other black people. Let's get rid of that too. Like, let's take these bills further than your idea of it is. Like, yeah, white people do this and cops do this, and yeah, they can get hate crime bills thrown on them. Okay, that's what's up. But we still gotta do something on the internal side. So I'm not against like, hey, if you feel like it's a hate crime, it's black on black, then let's initiate that too. Let's get rid of us hurting each other. But they don't want that part.
Well, all you got to do is write it up and then take it to your Senate and make it happen. But you got to be the grassroots and push it through. If you believe in all of that, like what you were talking about, reparations, you got to think though, it's reparations is bigger United States. You would have to go to Spain. You would have to start where's Portugal. It's really
That
big.
ain't
That's
got
why.
nothing to do with our
Yes, it
country.
does. What I'm trying to
It
tell
don't.
you is that it started big and it's bigger than
But that
that's
ain't
why
got
they
nothing to
started
do with
here.
America though, man.
It does. That's what I'm trying to say.
But
Like,
it
that's why
don't got
nobody
nothing
wants
to
to
do with
start.
our government. I'm telling you, as far as our government, we cannot hold. It's like I don't know why we give reparations to people about some shit that happened in Germany.
They're intertwined. You know good and well that the Jewish people
Nah,
intertwined with our government.
you
They
gotta
always have
you
been.
gotta watch the word. Did you hear me use that word? You gotta watch the words that you use, man. You can't use certain words. They'll shut us down or try to demonetize us. We ain't monetized yet.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is that this government had parts in that. They
But
own
they
people
they
had parts
didn't.
in that.
They didn't have nothing to do with what Hitler had going on. They stepped back and they didn't join. Now there was things that pushed America into that world war. But it's still for me right now, as far as the candidate that I would choose, I'm going to vote red this year. Is it going to be red across the board? No. But I will not pick Biden as my president.
Biden's too old. Well, they predicted Biden wouldn't win anyway, as old as he was. They said that Kamala Harris will replace him, but Kamala Harris doesn't represent me or her at all. She don't
I'm
even.
not. I
It's
wouldn't
set
even
up.
vote for her
It's set up.
I mean, she don't even like relate to us at all.
because
She
she
was just
ain't black.
crazy.
She's not black.
That's the
Just
whole
like
thing I
Obama.
was trying to say.
She is what is it? Asian and
No, her people's from India and Jamaica.
India and Jamaica. Yeah, there you go.
Right, that's not the mainland. If we talk about black folks, we have to say mainland because a lot of people try that and they've been trying to get over. And that's how a lot of times they get all this money through special programs. When they just put black and they put African, then they're able to take from us a lot. And that's why it's cool to be black now. But 10, 20 years ago, you told the African he was black, they would say no. But nowadays they realize there's money in it and there's programs. Why not?
But in America, when we say black, the majority of us are not incorporating everybody. Just like
And that's the part we
what's the
have to
saying?
push
All
for.
skin folk.
Ain't kin folks.
Okay, then. So we know just because somebody got dark skin. I learned that lesson a hard time ago. I thought like, okay, we black, we all black, and motherfuckers basically told me, hell nah, I'm different than you are. Like
Right.
I'm this, whatever country they said, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not or today, I'm not a black American. Black
That's what
Americans
they
are crazy. Y'all
and
crazy.
then I was like, don't take none of the things, don't get none of the rights that we do, what little rights we do have. I don't want to see you taking none of them. Make up your own. Start from scratch. And then they realize how hard you got to work. I hear them complaining though, because I work with a lot of them. It's too hard to work in America. And I'm like, man, you just now knowing that we've been
But it
knowing
ain't.
that.
It's not hard though. I just think like the real reason why I initially, if it was Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, I'm a businessman, right? In my
Mhm.
mind, I knew that Donald Trump. Let me mute you, man. I knew that Donald Trump was going to be, as far as taxes is concerned, I would make more money. I knew that as far as Donald Trump was concerned, and even going forward, let me take my camera off. And even going forward, as a business owner, I would like. I don't like the racism stuff, right? They try to make us scared with that Project 2025. I don't believe that. I don't believe Donald Trump would support that shit.
What is that about?
You have to look it up, and we can talk about it on the next live. But as far as business is concerned, yeah, I think Donald Trump would have been the better president. I still didn't vote for him because I didn't like the people who rallied behind him. But like, I don't remember Donald Trump saying anything racist. I do know Biden said that he did not want to integrate the schools. He didn't want black kids to turn schools into jungles and just the racist things that he had said. For me, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So Candy, we did your spot without you. And we can change the topic now. I mean, it's 3 hours in. I don't mind as long as we don't hit that 7 hour period. I'm good with it.
I don't think we'll do them no more.
Do you guys think that this country's changing? I feel like in the past 10 years, in 4 years since Biden's been here, some odd things have happened. Let me tell you, the immigration reform has really changed. I'm starting to see people come here, get ahead of us, and get ahead of us. So my thing is, instead of playing the stupid rap music, we need to be coming together like this. What are we going to do? We 40 years old, right? We could be grassroots. That's what I've been talking to my friend from Canada. You got to be grassroots. Start it. Put into your kids and your grandkids. Maybe it won't be achieved today. Maybe it will be achieved tomorrow or the future. We got to start thinking like that if we want to see a better tomorrow.
So let me say something about that. Yes, people they coming here and they getting ahead of us, but you know why? We used to say, "Oh, they ain't got to pay no taxes," or they know this. They come here with a plan.
They don't for 5 years. If you immigrate right
But
for 5 years,
but
they
let's
don't.
leave taxes alone, even if we gotta pay taxes. That ain't got nothing to do with anything. What the fuck is your plan? to get
They come here with a
ahead.
plan.
They come here with a plan.
With a plan. They come here with a plan.
You know what I'm saying? We want to work 9 to 5. Let's go do this job here. Let's go clock in over here. When you got motherfuckers who come in, and it's not everybody, so we're not gonna make it seem like all of them that come here are surpassing us.
Yeah.
But we've been here, and we don't have a plan for our future. We thinking I'm gonna get paid on Friday. That's what the fuck we looking forward to. Instead of being business owners, a lot of them who you saying are surpassing us. They got businesses. They hanging drywall. They doing roofing. They're doing the things that we don't know how to do. And guess what happens? They're teaching their other people how to do that shit so that they can create their own businesses. After slavery, Black Americans were the ones who had all the trades. We traded in that to go and clock in for somebody.
Well, we can't even be mad because there's actually schools out here that teach you trade.
I mean, there are, you know what I'm saying? But they still don't teach you financial literacy either. So, but we live in a world where 20 years ago, we could have all the excuses that we wanted to about why we are not successful, right? But in 2024, like back in the day, they had libraries. Like Wyclef Jean was like, I remember watching this documentary I was watching about the Fugees or whatever. He was like, when he came to America, he couldn't speak not one lick of English, but he hit the libraries. And that's how he ended up becoming who he was. He was like, it ain't about the white man no more. And this was back then. This was, when I saw that, it was at least about 22 years ago or something. But now we are in a world where you can fucking YouTube something that you want to learn how to do. Yeah, you got some people who are, they'll tell you a little bit and then they sell a course. And you got to buy a course, and that's just the way it goes. I can't say that I won't necessarily do that too. But what I'm saying is, for me, I would still tell you how to do it all the way. But if you want to have it streamlined in a nice, neat package, buy this course. You know what I mean? The most successful YouTube channels are teaching people how to do something. It's called selling digital products. And so that's why we always end around this kind of stuff. But this is why I have been talking to y'all about certain things offline. Lady T, yeah, we haven't, I don't know if you're still here or not, but we haven't really delved into that. I know Doug just started his LLC, and right?
Yeah.
Doug got his shit together.
I know that's right, Doug.
I'm gonna get my LLC back.
Because once we start paying, once the channel, not we, but once the channel itself, because it's a different entity. Once it start paying us, do you want the money to come in your name, or do you want the money to come into your business name? Because it's a different tax bracket. You see what I'm saying? And then whatever else you do on YouTube, when you got your own channel, you will still be able to get, when you get your affiliate links and your paid sponsors and stuff like that, you're going to be able to get paid through your business. So like if you was a guy who was on child support or something, they ain't gonna be able to say, well, nigga, you made $100,000 last year. Nah, the business made $100,000, but the business only paid me $30,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, or however you want to pay yourself.
And could you send it to your friend? Your friends give it to you, low key.
What?
If you have friends.
Send what to your friend?
Hey, we'll talk about it off camera. We'll just talk about it off
I'm
camera.
telling you, I don't know what you're talking about your friend. I'm talking about a business that's set up.
Got you.
Your friends ain't got nothing to do with that. The money is always gonna be traceable. The
Gotcha.
IRS is gonna be looking for your ass.
Gotcha. But you know, I know write-offs are like phones, computers, time, what you pay online.
But
You,
we're not talking about write-offs. I don't have no education in that kind of stuff, so I can't give you advice about that. I do know that some of the shit we think we can write off, we can't write off. The tax laws change
oh well,
every year.
Yeah, this is
we better go look
1980.
into.
No, you need to hire a professional who handles that kind of stuff.
Right, I got you. And then, so we need to, if we're talking about politics, so you want to vote for somebody who's about business and nothing about business instead of just
No,
putting.
I'm not telling you to vote for anybody. I'm saying you need to listen. Hold on. Yeah. You need to listen to whatever they're talking about. And if it vibrates with you, then you vote for them. You don't vote for them just because they saying, "Oh, black people or Republican or Democrats are for black people." Democrats had nothing to do with slavery being abolished. Democrats had nothing to do with civil rights being passed.
I
They
heard
actually
that,
were against us.
I heard that the Democratic Party back then were slave owners.
Right,
Slavery
and
was,
part of the KKK.
yes. So they did a flim flam on our people, and it's almost like they slow headed us, and they still running it. It's only because we look at the Republican Party now as racist people, though. I wish that a lot of that wasn't there, but I still say you need to look at what the policies are. You pro life? You up for? Are you okay with people having abortions, or do you think that babies have a right to live? Like those are the things that you should be looking into before you uh vote straight ticket.
That's true.
You
My
just
biggest
now.
thing is about the money. I mean, because at the end of the day, everything else will take care of itself. But if you don't got money in America, it's the worst feeling that you could go through. With certain things, certain monies could help you with certain situations that we
But
just
it's
named.
gonna always be your fault, no matter who the fuck is elected. If you think I'm just gonna go to a particular job and clock in for 20 years and then I'm going to be rich one day, you are sadly mistaken. You are a part of the motherfucking program at that point in time. When, like right now, we can create a YouTube channel. And so one day we do it. I'm gonna do a special on one of our lives, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do affiliate links. Where that's why I keep telling y'all create a YouTube channel. I'm gonna show y'all how you can make some money right now without even being monetized. Like our channel right now is not monetized yet. Well, we ain't got the juice yet, but you can still advertise things on your channel where you can get 50% of, like, let's say you're advertising a weight loss program or something. Uh, if you go to one of my pages that I created on Facebook, I have a weight loss, and I really didn't do too much with it. I created the videos, I put the affiliate links on there. Um, I didn't get any like real serious clicks on there, but I learned a valuable lesson going forward. And it's not because of the Facebook thing. It is because I know that you have to become a trusted person so that people would click on it. So let's say I was doing my weight loss journey and I'm showing I'm on the scale and I'm showing people I lost 5 pounds this week or 2 pounds or whatever it is. And then I go to a particular website that has affiliate links, and I put that in the description. Like if you purchase this, I'm following this dietary plan my own self. And then every time somebody purchases that, you get, let's say if it was $1,000 course or whatever, or 500, and you get half of that every time that you sell one. Every time somebody click on it from your YouTube page, you get whatever percentage. So for me, when I was first learning about it, it's a company called Legendary Marketers. Like I know now the game. I signed up with Legendary Marketers, and they taught me about affiliate marketing. There were some things that I didn't get from it. I paid like $20. I didn't do the upsells, but that's another thing about digital products. They get you in there. You can buy the $5 piece, and then it's like, okay, well, you can get this extra access to this type of material for $20. And then it's still upsells up, however large ticket it is. It can be $1,000. And some people are going to pay it. Not everybody's going to pay it. But if somebody trusts you, and they're going to go on there and click that motherfucker and purchase that product. And when they purchase that product, I encourage y'all to look up affiliate marketing when we get off of here. But it is a way to make money. It's a way to just be in front of your camera, whether it's on your Facebook, on the YouTube, on TikTok. You ever see people like advertising shit on TikTok? Like you can make money from Amazon. Like I told you already with that little drink thing that you got, Doug.
Yeah.
You can put that shit in the description of your shit and say, hey, I make this, I drink this, I stand by this. And you don't even got to mention it. You can just put it in your description, the link for it. Your Amazon associate link there. Like if you go to the description on this, I don't mention StreamYard. But StreamYard, if you want to stream whatever it say, click this link. That's automatically at the end of the description when we get off of this live. So if anybody do click on it and purchase it, then we'll have $25 on the account per person that does it, towards our own our own fees for being on StreamYard.
Yeah, channel.
So there are so many ways to make money. Like one of my channels, and I'm not shouting it out because I'm saying that we not doing that on here. But one of my channels, I am going to be talking about how to make money in this world, this digital world that we live in. Because why? There are people who are searching, how can I make money? You need to be thinking about what the fuck are people searching for right now? There are women who searching for, how do I do gel nails or acrylic nails or finger waves or some shit. I don't know. You got women who are searching for that kind of stuff, and you just want to be whatever it is that you know how to do or whatever you've been through. There are people who going to listen to you, and you can build that fan base for that. Like whatever it is that you want to talk about, if ain't nobody searching for that shit, I'm saying don't do it. They put Christmas movies on TV in December for a reason. You're gonna see Frosty the Snow. You ain't gonna see Frosty the Snowman in June. You ain't gonna see none of that unless you like search it yourself. So you got to give the audience what it is that they're looking for. Like I'm really still experimenting with the I don't mind if we live and I'm talking about it. I'm still experimenting with the podcast aspect and we're not like live as I want us to be. But it's still trying to figure out where the audience, what they looking for, what is it that they want to see. It don't matter what you want to talk about. What you want to talk about is gonna keep you broke. You gotta understand what is it that somebody want to talk about. I was thinking about this thing about like with Doug, like you earlier, you was talking about the cancer thing. A lot of people want to hear that story. A lot of people want to hear where you at right now because they need that kind of hope. And that's why I was gonna talk to you outside of the live about it. But I was like cooking and I was thinking about it because you had mentioned it. Now I put everything on like pause or whatever when I was cooking. I was like, that's Doug's thing right there. You can show like you making beats, or you can do where you at right now, like life after it, but you got a story to tell. We all got one. We all got something we can talk about. And if we ain't got nothing to talk about, research what the fuck everybody is listening or looking at right now. What is the trending topic? And then become that. It ain't about what you want to talk about. It's not. I'm telling you, I've been putting in man hours in this research stuff about going viral, and we haven't went viral yet. Trust me, I understand that. But it's still we ramping up the quality. We still getting our chemistry together. Like we still have bouts. You see, Don Shay ran. I love Don Shay, but I don't think he liked what I said, and he got on up off of here. But I'm saying that this is my dream. This is something that I'm bringing to the thing, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna let nobody kill it. I'm not. But ultimately, as my friends and Lady T, you are new to the circle. I still want you to be successful also, and so it's going to be about. Yes, we do have this channel.
Oh, thank you.
We do have this. We do have this channel, but it's going to be about what is it that we can do to be successful. Going back to what Carlton said, yes, people are coming here. Yes, they are starting these businesses tax free. But if you go and put my name in Google, I mean in Amazon.com, I got 2 books there that I put together. 2. I ain't stopping yet, but I only got 2 right now, and none of them. It's real estate books, but I have some ideas going forward about things that could apply for everybody. And I think those are the books that's really gonna pop. I'm niched down with the real estate stuff. But if I can talk to the pain points of a regular person, and I'm gonna go through how to create the book, and I'm gonna show everybody. I did my covers. I did the book covers on Fiverr. I did we'll go into all of that. Like I just want to be able to break it down so that my team, like I ain't gonna be rich by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna get there together. If you follow, like if you don't follow, I can't help you.
I know that's
Got
right.
you. Man, I'm gonna need some help with all of that stuff that you just named because literally I want to put that on my channel since I already got it. Like I do want to bring in whatever, and then I think I do want to branch off and do a weight loss thing because I think I could really benefit people, especially when I do the extra stuff that I need to
But
do.
I already told you that is where you should be focused on is your weight loss journey. You want to be on a health kick, you need to be looking at what people are trying to see. They want to see results. I can talk about some pills all goddamn day.
That's
That
a
don't
good.
mean that
That's a
don't
good
mean
topic that
nothing.
a lot of people would want to endeavor in. Their weight loss. There's a
But with
lot
the
of
weight loss, you think
people.
of a my 600 pound life, uh uh the biggest loser. There are all kind of shows based around losing weight. but they want to see the results.
And then think about it, Carlton. You got skills in like workout and stuff and everything, like security and everything. You could do a lot with that weight loss type thing, you know, because you work out and you got skills with working out and security and stuff. So yeah, you can do a lot with that.
Right, because then I could actually, you know, get this company going. If we ever have events, I'll be the main person greeting them. But at the same time, I'm patting them down, pulling them in. Y'all make sure this place is. So I got thoughts and different things. You know, I see where y'all going with this. But yeah, like I said, well, I apologize. You know, I was just really trying to promote because I see y'all got the numbers over here within a month, and I'm trying to stay consistent. That's all, y'all.
But I'm gonna tell you what you have to do, what we all have to do. Get a piece of paper, right? Write down where the fuck you want to be in the next 5 years, right? How much money you want to make. Then we're going to reverse engineer. How the fuck are we going to get there? Even if we break it down like today, I know that I have to do 1 video or 2 videos a week. I'm going to be terrible at this shit in the beginning. But I'm still going to make a video about something. And then eventually you're gonna find your audience. You're gonna find your tribe, as they say, or they're gonna find you. And you just like you gotta keep on building on it. But right now, my goal is to not only become successful myself, but everybody on this channel who's gonna I'm trying to use the right words. Everybody on this channel who is going to be down with the program, what we're going to do is, because I want us to be a light. I want us to be able to be like, yes, we came from here, we did this. If we can do it, you can do it too. Imagine us having a seminar. We all on stage. We got to probably get to that point like, okay, that's some hard shit to be in front of a couple hundred people talking. But imagine us being on the stage one day telling people that I did not know I was going to be here in this position. And if I can do it, you can do it too. You know, imagine getting paid $50,000 just to go talk to people on stage.
I will quit my job.
The whole thing is we got to stop thinking about job now. We business owners.
That's right.
And you got to, everybody, like Doug did his today. I got a couple businesses, LLCs and stuff like that I started, but I got one that I just started for. It's called Andre Sisk Media. I had to send that logo. I had to get the logo created, and I did that on Fiverr. I think I can. Let me see if I can share it real quick. I'm on my phone, so it might not allow me to do it. I'm gonna do private chat.
That's the kind of thing we
No, I can't do it on here. But just to separate myself from the business. Let's say you say something you ain't supposed to say. Oh, like who was that? Tasha K or Kendra G said something about Cardi B, and Cardi B came after her and sued her for $3 million.
Shit out of.
She's broke.
Her company might be broke. She was hiding her assets. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thought process is separating yourself from the business. You know what I mean? Like, you are the business, you are a brand. But imagine somebody one day coming and asking us, Like, okay, truth be told, y'all doing some things, right? I'm thinking about like Mace and Cameron. They came at Cameron like, we give you $2 million for your show. Mace was like, don't do it. They came back with 10 million. Mace was still like, don't do it. I think they end up selling for 20 to $30 million that they splitting down the middle for their podcast that they got. These are the dreams that I'm talking about. So I don't like arguing when I say, no, we can't do this or we can't do that. It's only because I'm looking at the footprints that are in the sand ahead of me. And I'm trying to get this operated as if we are something that somebody might want to purchase one day. So I'm not trying to be a bully, like Don Shay said something about me bullying or whatever the fuck he said. It's not about bully. It's about business. And I need everybody to be on the same playing field. Because this is my ultimate goal is to make money. I want to entertain. Like, I want to do the TV show. I want to do a YouTube series. I don't know if Antoine would be a movie or Antoine would be a series that we do a couple episodes on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a lot of things that I want to do, but I also know that there are rules that we have to follow. And I also say that if you want to be down, then you got to follow the rules that we put down here on Truth Be Told too. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't do any advertising. I could be like Opus Clip. Is telling me they pay me X amount of dollars for each time somebody buys a subscription. I don't do that. I could. I have a whole affiliate branded with them now. But you don't see me doing that. I'm not plugging none of that. Because that shit don't matter. What we doing right here could be bigger than what we could do separately. I ran RTR and motherfucker was like, hey, bro, you can get paid, bro. I'm trying to bring that same energy that we had on Facebook to here. Even if I gotta delete every video that we ever made and we start fresh, because now we know what the business is, I'm willing to do that. I don't want to, but I'm willing to do it only because fuck everybody else who's making money right now. It can be our turn. This shit, I like talking. I could talk freaky all day. Y'all know Drizzy. Nigga, I can do all of that shit. But we got to figure out how to make money from this now. It's not about an ego trip. It's just about, okay, I'm researching, I'm seeing what other channels are doing. So when I say something, I'm watching the other channels. I'm watching the other competition. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the competition. And so when you watch the competition, you got to see what they're doing. What is making them popular? Why are people going to see them? How did they even blow up as a podcast? What are they talking about today? Okay, if they talking about that today, nigga, we gonna talk about that shit today. Because if somebody is researching, I don't know, jumping in the pool full of Jello, at least if they type that into the search bar, because YouTube is the second largest search engine next to Google, and Google owns YouTube. We can possibly show up when somebody types that in. So this goes to even when on your own channel. It goes back to me saying you can't make videos about what you want to talk about. It ain't about what you want to talk about. You have an audience. Nickelodeon made videos and cartoons and TV shows for their audience. The issue when we used to watch Saturday morning cartoons, and I'm gonna stop talking in a minute, but we used to watch Saturday morning cartoons when I was a kid, and then the news would come on, and you knew that Saturday morning cartoons was over because those channels were not dedicated to kids. But then the Cartoon Network came about. They had cartoons all motherfucking day. And it was about what the fuck the audience wanted to see. So if I want to do a medicine bag, let's do medicine bag. I'm gonna help you plug it. But how I would do it is I would be showing results. This is how I lost weight. I'm running every day. I got my phone out. Even if it's only 20 minutes, I'm just at the 21 minute, I gotta cut the phone off because I'm about to pass the fuck out. But at least somebody see me doing something. Me on one of my channels that I do with real estate, I'm showing people how to do cold calls and how to do that. And how to, you know what I mean? So it's people who are searching for particular things, and it's just about how you titling it. That's gonna, and it's not just the title, it's also what you put in the description and your hashtags and things like that. So I've been going back on some of our videos and altering it and putting the tags and the hashtags in some of them. I haven't done the last two videos only because I had other stuff going on, but I have put stuff on Facebook. I created the Facebook channel. I haven't did the Instagram because Instagram would be almost like if it was linked to my own Facebook. But I created a page on Facebook. I didn't create a whole new Facebook account. I just created a page for Truth Be Told. But all of this shit that I'm trying to do is a process in order to get us known, to get us out there. So, like with the Don Shay situation, be careful what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad later on. But we are stars now. We are already stars. Imagine in a year or two, people know you. They see you in the store, the grocery store, like, "Hey, Doug, that's you, ain't it?" You know what I mean? Like, eventually, when you look at some of the people who we saw just doing skits on YouTube or skits on Facebook, now they be in movies and shit now.
Yeah, I noticed it.
Or they get brand deals like Blue Chew. That big ass nigga doing Blue Chew
You talk about
commercials.
big name.
I don't know, to the max. That nigga.
Yeah, big
You know?
Big Jack. Big Jack.
Yeah, Big Jack. That's man. You know, and all of that started. It wasn't a coincidence. Like, he didn't do nothing that we can't do.
Yeah.
He was just consistent with the ideas and the thought process of business.
And you know what he did? He brought a lot of people, a lot of his friends with him too. And they are major YouTube channels.
Somebody brung him along. He might have just got bigger than the people who brung him along. I might introduce him to the game. But a lot of the Chicago people, like, they are the biggest ones that I see on my feeds. But we could do the same shit. We can do the skits. We can do some Indiana shit.
We do some Indiana. Big John, them I think they California.
Well, the people I'm talking about, like that little short dude, Uh, the one dude who be blinking his eyes all the time. I don't know none of these dudes' names, but a lot of the new ones are. I think they're out of Chicago.
I don't know who
That
you're
one
talking.
of the dudes did the Indie Animal skit, and he did the dance with the Indie Animals. I like, well, even bad publicity is publicity, so people know who Indie Animals are. But we can do it though.
That one guy got big. I don't know his name, but it's a YouTube channel where dude he was like, you from Indiana. If you
Yeah,
some
that
east side
that
dude,
big dude. He used to be in Tremors with us back in the day.
yeah, he said,
With Al,
damn,
with Alfred in there.
yeah.
He with them. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it's been real, y'all. Like, but like I'm about to head off, y'all. But
Go ahead and go to sleep.
yeah, what?
I said, go ahead and go to sleep.
All
But
right, then.
remember what I said, man. We have to plan
For the
for
future.
the big thing. The big thing is it might not happen, but maybe we get our own little show on Fox 59 or some shit one day. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like,
The bigger
you
picture.
never know.
Hey, is it gonna be local? Like we could go to one of them small little studios, or I could look it up and find little studio recording places, very cheap.
I said Fox 59 give us a show. I didn't
Oh,
say
I see
nothing
what you said.
about us going to find shit.
I got you.
But like if we get to that place where we can rent out a studio and start like that. So I'm saying we starting out here, right?
Right.
I've already vocalized that the plan is to actually get in front of a live audience.
Right.
But you got to be willing to be talked about too, because the internet is not nice.
No, it's not.
Motherfuckers think I'm talking shit, saying or I'm doing this. Wait till you get somebody be like, well, like nigga, I was thinking about this today. Like when I was born, you know how some people ears stick all the way the fuck out. Some people ears is something. My ears is I used to get teased. My ears is they said my ears were smashed to my head. So I remember like a year or two, people was like, damn, I just realized on one of my pictures or something, you ain't got no ears, and motherfuckers was going in. Like, I could have been blocking motherfuckers left and right, talking shit, but I ate that shit. You know what I mean? Because, hey, the internet is a motherfucking terrible place. And you just gotta be willing to eat that shit. If you can't take it, you gotta rethink what the fuck you want to do with this business. X might come out the woodwork. Oh, that nigga dick is a shrimp size or however, whatever they say. You know, a lot of motherfuckers gonna believe it. Ain't nothing you can do. That's why I was talking to you about that Eddie Murphy shit. Like, it don't even matter if it's true or not.
It was said. That's all that matters. It was said. And then
And
that clears it up when you heard the whole story. But if you never heard the whole story, you only hear half of it. That's what most of the internet runs with. Not the whole story, just half of it.
they don't care if it's tea, they gonna run with it. If they want to talk about something about your body, they gonna run with it. It's okay though. I'm okay with it. If I got $500,000 in my bank account, bitch, talk about me all you want.
I know you might generate some business for me. They might have to go over there and see. Is it really so? You got Gonzo noses or something like that. Does he look like Eddie Murphy's ears? You know what I'm saying? Anything stupid. I guess the thing is don't give up no matter whatever you're trying to achieve. Don't give up.